Let me go to Chris. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Chris.
Yo, Rover.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, so you know what?
Arbe.
Hey, just want to make a quick point about that bobsledder that quit on his team.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say, not only did he ruin those 4 years for himself and his team, but you got to think about all those people he bid out in the national competitions. He ruined the 4 years for them and killed the backing of his country, because you figure if he wants to ever compete again, to go back into those national competitions to get the support of his country, I can't see that ever happening. He might have.
No, a lot of money, too, I'm sure, was wasted on that whole thing. Your country pays for all of that, your training and everything, the equipment, then they send you over there. And
But you guys, if you're not mentally in the game, I remember one time I competed when I was an ice skater. I know you don't want to hear these stories, but I was a skater, and I was not in the game, and I'm like, I can't do it. They threw me out there. And I went out and I practiced. You have like a practice run before you compete. And I sliced open. I was so jacked that I sliced open my inner right thigh. My leg was totally wrapped, and I had blood like all down my legs. There was a huge tear in my nylons because I just was so. And then I went and I fell on every single jump. I was like in dead last place because I mentally was not in. I was so psyched out.
Or you just weren't very good.
No, I was a good skater. I was really good.
Same thing happened to one of the Olympic speed skaters. He was all freaked out about a race. He wiped out, and he's got a humongous scar across his whole quad down around to his hamstring. He cut half his leg off.
He almost bled to death.
Yeah.
When you're mentally not in the game.
I don't think he was freaked out about the race. He just crashed.
Yeah, and the skate cut his leg.
How do you know?
He was out of his game when he crashed. He was out of his game.
I watched the whole thing. He'd already qualified for the Olympics. I mean, he wasn't freaked out or scared or anything. So I don't know what Dumb's talking about. That guy just crashed and cut his leg up. Evan, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Wait, Jeffrey was going to jump in there a second. Hang on. Yes, Jeffrey, you were going to say something?
Yeah, that's the same thing with any sport, any type of competition where high risk is involved. That's just like aerobatic flying. You have to have your head in the game, so you know how to do your routine, and you don't have to worry about a crash. Because my dad emailed me a video where an aerobatic plane actually lost its wing, and the pilot managed to land the plane in one
with
a missing wing. I don't know how he did it. He found a way to use the rudder and the pitch to get the plane down.
Was he auguring when he was on his way down?
No, I don't know what happened. He was in some type of hammer. He was in a maneuver called a hammerhand stall.
Oh. Hammerhand stall. Did he stick his arm out the window and use that for a wing?
No, he didn't do that. I mean, the plane just wiggled around through the air, and he manages to keep control of the.
It's fascinating.
Keep his control of the aircraft, get the plane down, shut the engine off, and he walked away from it.
That's fascinating. Let me go to Evan. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning, Rover. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's up?
So before the break, everybody was in talking about airplanes and stuff, and Jeffrey threw an airplane encyclopedia at my face pretty much, and I just wanted to call and comment about how great Jeffrey is to this show, and I know a lot of you guys are going to laugh, but Jibber Jabber Jeffrey is an awesome addition to the show, and please keep him on as long as possible. I'm driving through about 4 inches of snow on the way to work, and I can't even concentrate on the road because I'm laughing so
Careful.
hard.
Yeah, be careful. Don't crash because you listen to Jibber Jabber Jeffrey. He really does. I mean, he's now at the point, too, where he obviously, in fact, he stunned Charlie to some degree because...
Yeah, he's got full mic control. He actually took it from my mouth. I was talking, he just grabbed it, and then started talking to it. I mean, there's no inhibitions, this guy.
It's very comfortable at this point, just walking into their studio and going at it. Let me go to Richard, and then I want to move on to these 911 calls. States are considering a ban on the release of 911 calls, which I'll tell you why in just a moment. But let me go to Richard. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Richard.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey.
I'm just calling to see if Doogie got her flowers.
I did. I actually got the flowers. I got 4 red roses and then really pretty daisies, I think they're called.
Yes.
And I actually didn't know who they came from because there was no note attached.
Oh.
I left I had my business card put on it.
Oh, well, there was no business card with the flowers, so...
Well, let's bring him in. Let's see him.
Let me
There was a
grab 'em.
business card there. So, if you ever want to go catch a movie or a Lamaze class, give me a call. You have my information.
What was your name?
Richard?
Richard.
And there were daisies, you cheap ass.
They're nice.
Oh, my God. Those things, get out of here.
They're very pretty. They're all different colors.
Oh, yes, there they are.
There's
They're
four
nice. Those,
pretty-
I don't know if those are daisies. They're kind of purple.
It should be like on the side of the vase. It should be a business card with like.
Yeah, there was no water in the vase. Sorry, there's a pretty green
I don't know.
vase. Go ahead. Sorry.
It should have a business card right in the. They said they put it in the
here.
for the flowers. There you go.
I got it. Richard.
No, those are lilies.
Are they lilies? Sorry. Perfection Landscaping.
Yes. So
Oh.
you ever want to go catch a Lamaze class for a dinner?
How do I know this guy?
Here, let me see that card.
How does Doogie know you? Do you know Doogie?
I met her about a year ago at the auto show when she was first going through her in vitro stuff.
Oh. All right.
Well, thank you, Richard.
Hey, Richard, here's a little present for you, Richard.
What are you doing?
Dieter just grabbed the
What are you doing?
vase of the flower.
Move, douche.
Oh my God!
Richard, paybacks are a bitch.
Oh,
That's all right.
Jesus Christ, Dieter.
Keep listening.
I'll get you some
Keep
more.
listening. Paybacks are a bitch, buddy boy.
Why did you just do that?
Well, I don't know, maybe a year ago, this Richard Gould guy, he sent a picture in from his wife and me from high school. Paybacks are a bitch, buddy. What a waste. What a waste of money, buddy boy.
Oh, it's his ex-wife now, Dieter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He sent it, so what a waste.
Doogie's under the table right now because she's so afraid. Dieter just picked up
I
this.
have plenty of money. I can go buy.
Keep sending him. Keep sending him. I'll keep breaking him. That was a waste of money. It's all over the ground. Thanks, buddy.
Have a nice day.
Wow. Dieter just
Jeffrey.
picked up this big vase of flowers and threw them against the steel studio door.
You know it was made good because the first time the vase didn't even break. So that was an expensive vase. So I throw it a second time, then it broke. You know that was a lot of money.
How did you know who that guy is?
Because of his card. I wrote that guy's name down because a long time ago.
Yeah, like a year ago, I think.
Yeah. Was it a year, maybe
What
2 years
happened?
ago?
What did he do? He sent in a what?
He sent a picture of me with his wife from high school. It was like a picture I'm wearing like purple pants and all this stuff. And this guy's, he said his name to somebody, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy back. And I saw the guy on his card. I'll never forget the guy's name. Oh, paybacks are a bitch. Sorry, man.
So he sent a picture of you wearing like a goofy outfit from high school, and now you hate the guy?
Oh yeah. Maybe I can just get away with that. You want me just to let that slide? Hell no. Jeffrey, when you get a chance, we'll get a broom and a dustpan.
Yeah, if you could auger on in here and clean that up, Jeffrey, that would be fantastic. Wow. I mean, that's just completely smashed on the door. I mean, there's like leaves that are actually implanted into the door now. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Well, daisies are for cheap asses anyway.
I want flowers, you prick.
Oh, dude, I could go pick daisies outside and get you a cheap vase. So I'll make it up to you.
So he was married. He sent the picture of him and his wife, but now he's not married anymore. He's trying to hook up with Doogie? Or
He sent a picture of Dieter in these gay high school clothes, remember?
No, but I thought you said with his wife.
Well, through his wife. I think she's in the picture, but the wife got involved, and now I posted a picture of his wife pre-abortion. Okay.
How do you know that that's okay? You can't.
Did you take the card? Is that why you handed me the card? Because I'm like, who are these? I didn't know who they were from. Why are you going through my flowers?
I did, douchey. I just saw the card when you put it down. I recognized the guy's name, and then I smashed him.
Travis, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Travis.
Hey, what's going on there, Rover?
Hey, what's happening?
Send a meat puppet home. I mean, didn't he just do something threatening?
To who? Are you here?
To who?
I told Doogie, Doogie, move out of the way. I know she's pregnant.
She's hiding because she's afraid that you're gonna go roid rage on her.
She's right here.
Go home.
She's right here. She moved out of the way. I made sure I didn't hit her. I threw it at a vacant door. There's nothing in front of this door. You ever see a door? There's nothing in front of it.
Oh, you poor baby got his picture posted because he looks like the kid from 90210.
Yeah. You don't like Dylan McKay? I'm Dylan McKay. You're David Silver. I'll school your ass.
Puppet. You're a douche puppet.
You're pissed off because you like that guy. It's probably your butt buddy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's my butt buddy. That's a good comeback there.
Okay, me puppet. Okay, me puppet.
You're fake UFC stuff, you punk. Huh?
Come down here and clean this up, okay? You'll be pushing daisies.
All right, thank you, Travis. All right, thank you.
I'll get it. Just sit down. We can move on
Sit
from
down,
this.
Doogie. Yeah, sit down.
I'll clean it up.
Sit down. Now, tell me what you think about this. States are now considering a ban on 911 calls because a lot of people are complaining, hey, I called 911 and now they're playing it on the news. Or now they're playing it on Rover's Morning Glory. And states are saying maybe we should stop the public release of 911 calls. Now, I do have to tell you that I'm all for the, freedom of information and that sort of stuff. But I do almost have to sort of believe that if I called 911, I would not want that stuff being broadcast. I really wouldn't.
That's part of the game, though. When you make that call, it's public information, Rover. I love it. I could sit for a full day on a Saturday, listen to 911 calls all day. I'll laugh and laugh. No, there's different sites. You can just go to a site, just over and over again, 911 calls. I'll just laugh the whole day.
What do you
Get
laugh
a cramp
at?
On my side. Just the calls, because people freak out. Their voices
like
crack.
The ones where the guy's calling the police officer who cooked the pot brownies.
Yeah. He's like, I'm freaking out. What's the score of the hockey game? It's 3-3. Oh, my God. I thought it was something crazy. It's 3-3, buddy.
Dieter. Hey, there's nothing funny about 911 calls.
What do you mean?
There's not. I mean,
Mike
come on.
Grabber.
There's nothing funny. I mean, come on.
Jeffrey, I'll sit all day long on a Saturday
You can sit.
laugh and laugh and
Dieter,
laugh.
you can
This
sit all
kid-
day long and listen to 911 calls. There's still nothing funny about them because that's a real emergency taking place.
Have you
and,
ever had to call 911, Jeffrey?
The only one time I ever had to call 911 was I had my wife rushed to the hospital for some, because
For what?
something was up and she, and I had to stay home with the kids.
What were the symptoms that she was having?
Well, you know how I told you she's got the kidney stones.
Yes.
And they were really acting up, and I just wasn't in the mood to sit in the hospital, with her and the kids for 5 hours. So I just went and called the ambulances and had them take her to the hospital for me, and I stayed home with the kids and watched them.
I wasn't in the mood to go to the hospital with her.
Jeffrey, if you would have called, if I would have heard that tape, Jeffrey, I would have laughed at that call you made.
Well, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. I mean, if that's what you like to do, I mean, come on. Think about it for a second.
By the way, a lot of people. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, if you want to find that dustpan and that broom, and stay away from the microphone. A lot of people are sending instant messages on RoverRadio.com saying that they will bring Doogie flowers next week, Dieter, because you're such a douchebag.
Anybody else? Anybody else? I welcome it. She's a pregnant lady. It's just that guy's his aren't getting through.
No, it's just your dick. That was my.
Dude,
I never get flowers. No, it's fine. I don't want people to send me flowers. Please don't save your money.
No, dude, she loves flowers. That's the way to get in with her.
Anyhow, so states are now looking at this. There was a woman who called 911. Her name was Linda Casey. She found her daughter.
Dude, don't.
No, it's fine.
Don't. Rover, tell her.
What's she doing?
She's picking up the glass. She's freaking pregnant.
No, Jim,
Remember what happened? I know. I'll clean up during the break. Remember that one time you got that splinter in your finger went all through your body? You want that glass
You
going
want
through
that
your
going
body?
into your fetus? Yeah, Doogie, get up. Stand up.
Doogie, I will clean it
Doogie,
up.
stand up. Come
Seriously.
on. Come on. Don't be a dumbass. Get up. Thank you. Sit down. Sit down. You are actually on the show. You can sit in front of a microphone.
Jeffrey,
Sit
get
down.
in here.
No.
Take me 10 seconds, I'll clean it up.
You can do that during the commercial break.
All right.
So this woman she came home, found her daughter beaten to death in the driveway of her home, and she dialed 911. She was screaming and everything, and then later in that day, the TV was on and the local news report came on, and they played the 911 call. She puked all over her living room floor,
no.
because she was so. She goes, "Wow, this should have been private." Now I don't have that call. I don't believe. Do I have that call?
No, I couldn't find it because the news. She'd contact the news. The news had removed it right then, so nobody ever saved it. And it's, just the news has it. That's it. But I can't find it.
But a lot of people want to ban these 911 calls.
One, it's entertaining.
And
Entertaining.
like here's a 5-year-old who called because her parents were killed. This is back in Florida, and people say, "Look, this is too personal. This is too private."
Is everything okay? My mommy and daddy. I think there's a bullet on the floor. There's a what? And there's blood coming out of my dad's mouth, and he fell off the bed.
He did. Where's mommy at?
I don't know. I think they're dead.
Oh my God!
That's one of the most depressing.
Oh my
Jesus Christ. What happened in that case? They were killed or something?
Yeah, somebody was stalking the parents and just came in and shot them both in the head, and then she called. It is the most depressing 911 call I've ever heard.
You didn't laugh how cute that kid sounds?
The kid did sound cute, but it was really depressing. I was surprised she knew so many words like murder, bullet.
Who killed the parents?
A stalker.
A stalker?
Yeah.
Of who? The woman or something?
Yeah, I think of the woman, yeah. So they came and shot them both in the head.
Jesus Christ.
And the 5-year-old was actually very good. Knew the address, knew 911.
I could listen to that call all day. I mean, I just play these over and over. This one lady called up, Rover. Her kid drowned in a swimming pool in the backyard, and she was crying, but it sounded almost like an alien cry/laugh. I was just laughing over and over because she was like, oh my God! I put on a loop over and over. It was priceless, man.
So you actually laugh at other people's misery?
No, it's just the laughs and the cries because something comes out of these people that usually wouldn't come out. I could never make that kind of noise.
And people are saying, look, this is a private thing. When I call 911, please don't release this to the media anymore. I get it if it's like some, look, if someone just gets killed or whatever, drowns or something like that, I don't think you really need to release the 911 call. A couple of states do have bans, but the majority of states, it's open, it's available.
But Rover, if it teaches you a lesson, what's wrong with playing?
Well, I don't know what kind of a lesson it teaches you. If to hear someone come in and their son or daughter has been killed and they find it and they call 911, I don't know what kind of a lesson that's teaching you. And I understand, for instance, if it's some major thing like 9/11 or something like that.
Yeah.
But just a regular 911 call. I mean, here's a woman. You remember this one? This is we played this at the time. This is a woman who called, and her son. She found her son, and his head was like, I think, cut off and put in the oven or something. You remember that?
Yeah.
Sir, I think my son's been killed. 7-1, they'll be right with you. Emergency? Yes, this is Judy Smith. I'm at my son's trailer park. And we just broke in, and it looks like he's in the bathroom, but his head's missing. But what? His head is, I know it sounds really weird, but...
She did laugh there, which was kind of weird. We've played that 911 clip a few times. And then people will say, well, Rover, you're a hypocrite. If you shouldn't release it, why are you playing it? But it's out there. It's out there. It's already out there. I say in the future, you don't release these. Bill, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, I got some issues with Dieter and all his Comedy Central act here. I'm a firefighter. I've witnessed this stuff. Nothing funny about this little kid calling in, crying when his mom and dad laying there dead on the floor.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, do we remember back when Dieter and his tough guy act, when he was in the grocery store, and the two black kids or something were checking out his girlfriend?
Oh, they took a picture of her ass. I remember that.
Yeah, and he was too much of a wuss to step up then, but you're going to step back and laugh at this little kid when he's crying? Nah, man, that ain't right.
You didn't smile at that?
No, not a bit.
No, that's awful. That's one of the worst phone calls. It's a whole 5-minute call. I just played 20 seconds of it. It's terrible.
You can't fight somebody in a grocery store.
Doogie's yelling at me to take a break, so I guess I'm going to take a break. Is Jim Norton here
He's
yet?
running a couple minutes late, so you can come back and do a couple more calls.
All
if
right,
you want.
I'll come back.
Okay.
I'll take your calls. Let me take a quick break. 1-866-YO-ROVER. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Doogie, we've got to get to some news. Are you ready for the shizzy?
Yes.
Real quick, though, Rover, I got something here that actually was dropped.
What is this? It's flowers.
Flowers for Doogie and the peace offering for Dieter.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
Wow, wow.
What did he give you, Dieter? I can't see.
It's a 3-pound tub of protein. Wow, I got
This is from Richard, the guy that gave me
This
flowers.
is the guy that you hate, Dieter.
Wow, I can't.
He gave you a big tub of protein.
I don't know.
He gave Doogie flowers, which you smashed last week. This is a guy who had sent some pictures of you. He had sent pictures of you in high school wearing MC Hammer pants. And
you're gonna dump out the powder, right, Dieter? Dump out the protein?
Yeah, you're going to dump that out like you did with Doogie's flowers? I mean, that's
Doogie
nice.
dump it out. Doogie grab it, dump it.
These roses, they're pink roses. How many? They're 12?
There's a lot.
I mean, there seems more than 12. They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
these
a
are
lot.
beautiful flowers.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard.
Dieter's getting...
Are you crying?
No, I'm torn. I'm just saying. I mean, first of all, I could put like maybe laxatives or something in this, even though
It's sealed, honey.
It's,
It
looks
okay,
sealed.
it's sealed. I don't know if I can accept this. I do have to kind of. I don't know.
He's like conflicted beyond.
Dieter hates this guy, but this guy just gave him a big tub of protein.
Right. This costs $40, $50 here.
Oh my God!
This
Does
is
it really?
Oh yeah. You know how much this sets people back? You constantly have to get it.
How long would that last you?
2 weeks.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You go
That's it?
through a whole big tub of that protein in 2 weeks?
Well, no offense to the cheapskate. This is the 3-pound. I get the 5-pound.
Oh.
Be nice.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do a peace offering,
Don't.
you go all out.
Don't
You
be
don't
a
have
dick.
acids. All right.
Oh, seriously. Is he here? Did he leave? Did Richard leave? Is he cute?
He didn't want any
got outta
recognition.
here.
Just wanted it dropped off and to give you guys that stuff.
Well, now I gotta see
Dieter
if he's
hates
cute.
this guy. This guy sent an email. I think we posted that on roverradio.com. I think we did that like a year ago. This guy sent a picture.
Are you okay?
I mean, you're drinking a lot of this water
I know.
over there now.
You nervous?
What's going on?
Well, this is what I think of the guy.
What do you?
Do we have a mat we could put down? I'll put this on top of the
Don't
mat.
shatter it.
No, I'm not.
Dieter,
I'm gonna-
don't.
Put it in the trash can.
Guys, don't.
No, I gotta. Let's drink a
Don't
lot of
go to
water.
the bathroom.
No,
Dieter,
this is what I think of this
Robert.
gift. Get a mat out.
You
give
guys,
me
don't.
get a
Don't
tarp.
pee on it.
Give me a tarp.
This guy did a lot of crap to you, Dieter.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
I
why
know.
it's hard to accept this. So I'm just gonna.
This is a $50 tub
gonna
of
take
protein.
It kills me to do this. Don't get back. You want this on you? You're pregnant. You don't want my
Don't.
Doogie.
That's a lot of money.
I know.
So you're that angry with the guy, you won't even accept this peace offering of the guy.
Robert, I'm leaving the studio.
You better take those flowers with you, Doogie.
Robert. Oh my God.
He's chugged about a gallon of water in the last 30 seconds.
Is this
Just right, Dieter. Don't worry about that.
All right. I need more water. I just want to. I didn't know this gift was coming. I need a thing of water. I don't know if I can't accept this, Rover.
You can't accept it. You're not going to accept that tub of protein. You can't. You're almost like you're like at halftime at a football game, and you get up to the front, and all those guys are surrounding you. You get shy. You can't do it now.
I need more water because I just went during the break. I didn't know this guy was dropping off this gift right now, but something just hit me. This must be done. Dude, I need another bottle of water.
Take that vase, drink the water in there.
Oh, God, dumb.
Doogie, can you give me a shizzy?
As long as there's no more water stuff.
Dieter couldn't perform.
No, I need water. Give me another thing. I'll be right back. You do this, Shizzy?
No, Rover.
I'll be right back.
Robert, don't. Dieter, don't. You can't hurt a pregnant woman. Don't touch me.
Get her out. Do this.
Do you remember how crappy that picture was, Dieter? That was an embarrassing picture. You had purple pants on. I'm sure you didn't want anybody to see that.
The MC or the Vanilla Ice hair.
It was
Remember that?
the most embarrassing picture I've ever seen.
This guy's trying to make peace
Yeah,
with
the
Dieter.
guy
Gives
that-
him a big tub of protein, and now Dieter wants to soil the protein.
The guy that makes.
What are you holding them? What are you holding those flowers again for?
Dieter, come on. Rover. Those were really expensive.
Oh, in your face.
What did he do?
Cool.
Take those?
Took my roses.
Those are gone. Probably just flush those down the toilet.
It's not funny.
Oh, that's kind of
Charlie.
funny.
I never get flowers, and twice now they're being taken away from me. That's good. Keep laughing, Charlie.
It's not me that's doing it.
Those were nice this time, too.
They were gorgeous.
They were nice.
They were pink. I mean, those are more expensive. There was way more than 12. There was like a 24-pack. Wow, those are gone. That sucks.
Let me go. We'll get to the shizzy in just a moment. Let me go to Sharon. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Sharon.
Yeah, I wanted to tell Dieter that he's always talking about going to Catholic school and being all religious and everything. If he is, he really needs to forgive this guy and accept his gift. If he doesn't accept it, he's not a real Christian.
Well, Dieter, yeah, no kidding. I mean, Dieter has premarital sex. Dieter goes around and punches people in the face just because he likes to. He likes to beat people up for the way he looks. But then he is always, I'm going to heaven. I go to church. I'm so religious. I'm Catholic.
He doesn't go to church every Sunday. He lies.
Claims that he does.
Bull crap.
He claims that he does.
There's no way.
JR, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, JR.
What up, Rover?
Yo, what's happening, man?
This isn't the first time a guy gave Dieter a big serving of protein.
Yeah, Paco was the first. This guy's the second. Doogie, are you ready for the shizzy?
Yes.
All right. Oh, hang on.
Are you?
Hang on.
Hear the shizzy on Rover's Morning Glory.
Back to Rover's Morning Glory on 93X.
They put up a Christmas display and like a Christmas tree or whatever the hell, and atheists go, well, wait a second. If you're going to have a Christmas tree and a Christmas display, you're going to have the three wise men in the manger or whatever. You need to put up an atheist display as well. Otherwise, it's discriminatory against atheists.
Oh, what a bunch of babies.
So the governor said, okay, you can go ahead. You can put up your atheist display. And they did put up a sign. The atheists did. The Freedom from Religious Foundation put up the sign that reads, religion is but myth and superstition that hardens hearts and enslaves minds. Basically saying that religion is a myth and it's bad for you. And, of course, that drew a lot of criticism, but the governor and the politicians there said, well, it's their right. If they want to put the sign up, they want to put the sign up. So now everyone's jumping on the bandwagon because they're saying, well, if the atheists are allowed, then we get to put a sign up at the Christmas display. Someone asked to put a Festivus pole, whatever the hell that is. That's from Seinfeld, right? I guess, is there a pole or a stick instead of a tree?
Is that real or just from Seinfeld?
I just got a Happy Festivus email.
It must be from Seinfeld. It's just a metal pole he puts up.
Yeah, I think it's just from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Festivus?
Hey, Jerry.
This guy. So, someone, I think, put a Festivus pole up there. Now they want to put additional signs up there. The Westboro Baptist Church. It wants to put a sign up there. You remember them. They're the GodHatesFags.com people who claim that God is punishing the United States of America. That's why we're getting killed over in Iraq. This is the same group that goes to the funerals of our soldiers and pickets out front and with big signs that say God killed them on purpose. Basically, they do that because they claim that God is punishing the United States of America because we've become too tolerant of gays, and gays are sinners. Therefore, that's why our soldiers are being killed and we're all going to hell. Well, they've jumped onto the bandwagon. They're going to put up a sign there now. Santa Claus will take you to hell. That's the sign that they're putting up.
What the hell does that mean?
You better watch out. Get ready to cry. You'd better go hide. I'm telling you why. Because Santa Claus will take you to hell. He is your favorite idol. You worship at his feet. But when you stand before your God, he won't help you take the heat. Santa Claus will take you to hell.
And you better not pout, and I'm a-telling you why.
Santa Claus will take you to hell.
That's a terrible thing to say right now in this season, but you have to admit that they have that right. And I've defended these guys, the Baptist Church, at the funerals of soldiers because I think it's terrible what they're doing, and I don't agree with the message, even in this Christmas message. But they do have that right. Don't you think?
No, I don't think that they have that because, you know.
Why can you put up a manger and you can't say Santa's going to take it out?
Because we don't allow every political organization to just go around and post their signs on wherever they feel like on public grounds, like this is at the state capitol. And I don't think that it is their right. If they want, if it is their right. If they have a piece of land and they want to put up a display, they want to put up a sign, Santa Claus will take you to hell. They blame God's hate. The bad economy is part of God's hate, according to the Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka, Kansas.
God doesn't hate. Well, I keep saying, "Oh, God hates us. He's punishing us." He doesn't do that. That's why they're already messed up just by saying that.
Well, isn't in the first part of the Bible, the Old Testament, wasn't God sort of like, wasn't he a punishing sort of God? And then the New Testament became the loving sort of God. Wasn't there a sort of difference between God there? Didn't he,
Sure.
Okay, so he doesn't hate at all, though?
No, he doesn't hate. No, he doesn't hate you for what you do. And that's what pisses me off around here. Just thinking about, they have signs up here. I'm sure you've seen them in yards or on the side of the freeway. They're small little signs, sometimes big ones. It says, don'tbelievingod.com. Have you seen it? It's something, I don't know if that's the exact wordage, but it's like, if you don't believe in God, that's okay. Go to this don'tbelievingod.com. It's by atheists. It makes me want to kill them.
Are you sure it's by atheists and it's not by some church group that is trying to get you to go there just to see what it's all about?
No, it says if you don't believe in God, it's okay. That's the exact words it uses. It makes me want to kick that sign up. It makes me want to kill them. If I see them putting that sign up, I want to run them over in my car.
Well, I know that there are signs that have gone up in Denver. There are billboards up that say, don't believe in God, you're not alone.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Is that what
What's
it says?
That?
Yeah, that's put up by an atheist.
Yes, that's it.
Well, that's say
exactly. And what's the .com? Yeah, that's it.
They say that they're not singling out, they're not targeting Christians. It's not supposed to be offensive to Christians. They say that they're providing support for people who may think that they're alone because they don't believe in God. They
like
say
a networking.
By putting it on the freeway or right around Christmas time, I see them up a lot now around Christmas. Right around now, oh man. My nose is starting to itch. I'm so pissed.
What's the big deal? I mean, people put up church signs. Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Why not? Just because it's not what you believe in?
What's the church sign say?
If you don't believe in the Son, I don't know, whatever stupid
Jesus is your path to salvation. If you don't follow him, you'll go to hell.
Phrase they have.
But that's a good, positive message. It's not ragging on. If you're atheist, go suck off. No, they don't say anything bad. But this is actually saying if you're Catholic, you believe in God, you're not alone. A lot of people do it. Just come.
What's wrong with that?
Because it's negative. That's why.
It's not negative. The God
people's feelings.
Wait, is that more negative than telling people they're going to go to hell if they don't believe in Jesus?
You're going to burn in hell. You're going to be lit on fire.
Show me that sign. Show me that sign, you dick. I've never seen that sign.
Go to
Show
any
me
church.
that sign. It says the exact wordage.
Yeah, it says, watch out for the sunburn in hell, but it's spelled like son, like Jesus, like the Son of God. And they're all the same stupid sign. They're trying to be...
Charlie, I've never seen that. I go to church all the time.
Biggest
my entire life.
Right
I've never seen it says you're going to hell if you don't come to church on Sunday.
Yeah,
never
they say it all the time.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. And I don't see what you have a big problem with. If those signs can say that, then another sign can't say whatever it wants
to.
So
you obviously, Chocolate Charlie, you probably agree that the Westboro Baptist Church and everyone else should be allowed to put up a sign at the state capitol in Washington.
I prefer no signs, just nothing at all. That's fine with me. But if one person gets to put up a sign, then other people get to put up a sign.
No Christmas display either. No manger, no Christmas tree, nothing.
The state thing? I don't really think so, but if that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. And then I think the Westboro Baptist Church should be allowed to put up whatever they want.
So it's all or nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supporting them. They hate fags like you. That doesn't make sense to me.
All right.
Well, so now this is the latest round that has been fired going on. I mean, they've lost control out there in Washington. These politicians, they don't know what to do. They're scrambling now because they're trying to appear politically correct to everyone. So, I mean, we might as well put a sign together and send it out there or something. And
But they're making us take down these Christmas signs now. If you're saying, signs should be good, everybody should have signs up, why are they making us take down the Christmas signs?
It's in a,
we can't have any
public office. It's in a
not office. I'm talking about all over. There's you can't put Christmas signs anywhere now.
Sure,
you
can put them in your house.
Yeah, you can put a Christmas sign up on your house.
Okay,
if you own a store, you can put a Christmas sign up.
Forget that. I'm talking about on the street, or you can't use it in stores. All that crap.
You can't say Merry Christmas. Can't just throw crap on the ground. Whatever it says, it doesn't matter.
What the hell are you talking about?
You can't just put up a
Stay
sign
on the
anywhere
subject.
you want. You can't just put up a sign wherever you want if you don't own the property. It's just just garbage, just spreading garbage around. Why are you doing that?
Keith, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Keith.
Good morning.
Hey, man.
Hey, I just had one thing to say. I think people need to relax. And why do we have to make everybody happy? This is America. If I want to hate something, I'll hate it, but that doesn't stop someone else from saying, all right, well, you know what, I like it. I'm not going to fight with them about it. That's my view. This is America. I have the point to say what I want to say without somebody else giving me
So do you believe that these atheists should be able to put up a sign? Do you believe that the crazy people who say that we're all going to hell, Santa Claus is going to send us to hell because he's a false idol or whatever, they should all be allowed to put up displays at the state capitol?
You know what? Let them do what they want to do. Who cares? I don't care.
Well, here's Charlie may be onto something. Maybe they just end it and they say, fine, no more displays. You want to put up a manger scene? You do that at your house. You do that outside of your church. You do that outside of your business. Because do you really want school field trips going by and seeing these signs of, that have been put up at the state capitol building? Do you really want everyone being allowed to put up a display? I say that I agree to some extent. Fine, just don't put up any display if that's what you want to do. But what happens then is they can't put up a Christmas tree anywhere in the city because then these people say, well, that's a Christmas tree. That deals with Christmas and that's Christianity, so you can't put up Christmas trees, and it really ties the city's hands. I think these people just do it for attention, these atheists and everyone else. I can't imagine that really bothers anyone if a Christmas tree is put up, but they like causing the controversy. They like getting in the news and being interviewed on the news and that sort of stuff.
Atheists work for the devil. That's what the atheists do.
Atheists don't believe in the devil,
no,
you dumbass.
You're not listening. I don't. They say they don't, but they actually work of the devil in disguise.
No, they're not.
They don't believe in
super religion.
Bullcrap. I don't believe that. I believe that's the devil.
That's exactly what an atheist is. They don't believe in religion.
And Charlie, you're clearly...
I am.
You're an atheist? But, you don't believe in God at all?
No, but there's nothing more annoying than either somebody that brags about
Did you see the look of disgust on Dieter's face when Charlie said that he's an atheist? I mean, Dieter was the look.
Do I get disgusted?
You think that's the first time I've heard him say that? He said that numerous times. It's the work of the devil.
Do I get disgusted
when
the devil doesn't
like
exist? Jesus? No, I don't care. What do you care
do
so
I
much?
flaunt it in your face all the time? You have to throw it around.
You do. You do talk about Jesus all the time. You're
because I believe in him and I'm proud of it. You get so mad when you talk about this because you're ashamed that you're an atheist and you don't believe in God.
If I'm ashamed, why would I tell you? I have no problem telling you I'm an atheist.
Because you say it quietly. You hide it. You're like,
I don't hide it.
When he asks you right there, you go, I am atheist. Well, be proud of it. I'm proud of my religion. I do the same
I don't need to brag about it all the time.
Where's says I'm atheist?
Why?
F off if
Why?
you're that proud of it.
Why would I do that?
Because
I don't want to shove it down people's throat like you do all the time.
You should be proud of it. That's who you are.
You want to shove Jesus down people's throat constantly every day, quoting Bible verses and stuff. I'm not going to sit around and do that.
Because I'm trying to save you. That's
well,
why.
Look, this is a group. This is like the fighting that's happening at the state capitol in Washington State.
And who's the bad guys? The atheists.
You're the one that started it.
I want to kill them all. I want to kill them.
See, you want to kill
people.
If
you put me in a room with bars with you, I would squeeze your neck to your head pops off.
That's not very Christian-like, is it, Dieter? Is that would God or Jesus want you to kill someone?
The wrath of God would overtake me. I think he'd give me a pass.
No, there's the 10 Commandments.
With my soldiers, I'll give you a pass.
There's 10 Commandments, and you don't even follow them. You just follow the ones you like.
Don't talk to me about the 10 Commandments. You hear me? Don't talk
I went to Catholic school. I know all
list them. List all 10, and then you can go on. If you can't list them, don't ever bring that up again.
No, I can name the ones that you're breaking. You want to kill me?
Could you list all the 10 Commandments?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
You could.
Absolutely.
All right, let's start. Here we go. Look at a little ding here. Here we go. Start with number 1.
Thou shalt not say the Lord's name in vain.
Okay.
You writing this down? I don't want to forget this.
All right.
Can't have only can have one God. You can't have a false idol. That's 2. It might not be in order, but shut the hell up. Obey the Sabbath.
He can just make stuff up.
No, this is all 10, Robert.
Okay,
You were asking
all right.
if you knew anything. These are them.
Right.
Obey the Sabbath. Obey your parents. This is just slang terms.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's things.
Is that one?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Do you know?
What number?
that's
am
one.
I think that's 10 right there.
No, that was your face.
7.
My ass! I have 10 right here.
The reason
I counted 10.
God, you're a dumbass, Charlie. Now, see, if you can't don't ever talk to me about 10 commandments unless you can do that.
Why can't I? You can talk about
you shouldn't talk on the show unless you know every single fact about it.
No.
Every one.
I know the commandments that you're breaking by saying you want to kill me.
What
does that mean?
Is that a commandment? Thou shalt not want to kill somebody? No.
You said you were
thou
going
shalt
to kill
not
me.
Kill.
You want to go around watching people put up atheist signs. You want to beat them up.
I'll stomp your head until your brain comes out of your ear.
Okay, then what? How
I'll
are you
beat
killing
to
somebody?
an inch of your life, but I won't kill you. I won't break the commandments.
That's the worst thing
How's
about
that?
you, Jesus lovers. You only follow the rules that you like, and then you don't want to follow all of them.
I follow all of them.
Listen, so now there's a controversy brewing about whether, I really, it's got to the point now where it's entered the realm of being silly every year. Bill O'Reilly goes on Fox News. It's the war on Christmas. It's really gotten to the point of being ridiculous. Mac in Memphis, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Mac.
Yo, Rover.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Gator.
Yo.
Hey, Gator, I got your back, man. Charlie just needs to go and get out of the country.
That's right.
Get out of the country because I don't like your God?
Yep.
This country was born and raised on In God We Trust, One Nation Under God.
What God, though? Does it name what God?
God. That's his name. God.
What God? The Muslim God?
You're atheists, don't believe in God. Get the hell out.
You're the biggest dumbass I've
Leave the
ever
country,
talked to in
man.
my life.
Leave.
Because I don't believe in God, I have to leave the country? Isn't that half the reason why this country got started?
Shut the hell up. If you don't believe in God, then shut the hell up.
Isn't that half the reason this country got started was to...
Any signs or anything like that. This nation was born under God. It stays under God.
Well, I hope you die in a car accident today and you go to nowhere.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I
Piece
drive
of
a
nothing.
big truck.
Good, that's fine.
I ain't dying nowhere.
You
did
drive
know.
a truck
Hey,
and you love Jesus. All right.
Run Charlie over with that truck.
God's in the passenger seat in his truck. He has a bumper sticker that says that, right, Mac?
That's right. He's in the passenger seat. He's been next to me ever since going around curves, 90 miles an hour, sleep at the wheel, and everything else.
That's right. All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
well, that makes
Thank
sense
you,
then.
Mac.
What a
Mac
dumbass.
hates chocolate Charlie.
Well, whatever.
Well, maybe it is to the point where we just say, fine, enough is enough. We'll take down any public display. If you want to put up a Christmas tree, if you want a department store, you want to put up a Christmas tree, fine. You want to put up a display outside your house or your business, fine. Do it. It's your land. Maybe the cities and the states and the counties, maybe we should get out of the display of anything. Because it seems like as if they make so many concessions now. The Muslims, they got all these I don't even know what these symbols are now that pop up every holiday time. Ever since 9/11, no one cared about Muslims before 9/11. But after 9/11, after they attack us, now everyone's worried about their feelings.
Right,
and they're putting up these little half moon and star symbols and stuff like that. I go, where did this come from?
Yep.
So maybe the answer is we just remove the displays completely. Charlie may be right. I'm not agreeing with his atheist beliefs, but I'm saying maybe we get out of the business of public displays. It's a sad moment in the history, I suppose, because I think that those things are designed to be festive and designed to bring good cheer and joy to everyone. What about Christmas lights? I know in the city of Chicago where we used to live, they put up Christmas lights in the trees downtown. Is that bad if they put up lights? Is that too Christmassy?
I think it's okay because, Christmas was started as a ripoff of the winter solstice that was celebrated way before Jesus. So I think it's completely fine to put up lights. Just don't show me a cross. How depressing is it to see a cross where some guy died for supposedly your sins. It's just annoying.
It's the ultimate sacrifice, what he did, and you couldn't do it. That's why.
I wouldn't. No. Why would I die for you? I hate you.
That's right.
F you,
That's
F
why
Jesus.
he's
How
the
about
man.
that?
He's the man, and you're not.
Oh, Charlie.
Don't say that.
Please.
Seriously, just
I don't
stop.
believe in it. It's
well, okay,
nothing to
but
me.
don't say that, because seriously, you're going to have to fight me or Dieter to stop killing you.
Right.
You don't say
The
that.
two Catholics.
You guys are sitting down and telling me how horrible what I believe in.
No, you
Why
don't-
can't I say how horrible your stuff is?
But that phrase, don't say that again.
Why can't I? What's wrong with that?
Well, it's very offensive to many people. That's what Doogie is saying.
So I'm offended that Dieter's telling me I'm an idiot because I don't believe what he believes.
You'll have time to repent in hell. So
Corey, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Corey.
COI, Rover.
Arbe, what's up, my man?
Nothing. I wanted to tell, Dieter and Charlie at the same time. Dieter, I kind of agree with you a little bit. I understand where, you want to have the signs hung up and all that. Charlie, you're an idiot, because if you are going to try to talk to people like that and say how bad God is and this and that, you're no better than what Dieter is, because you're talking crap about him, too.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't like any signs. I don't like anybody
who are you to say
cramming
who
stuff on my throat.
can't have signs, Charlie? But then you're saying...
I'm not. I'm following the Constitution.
What is it? Did
Freedom
I tell you?
Speech.
Can you name every one of the amendments of the Constitution? Don't bring it up unless you know everything about it. Name them off.
So you brought up you follow the Ten Commandments. He follows the Constitution.
Right.
He needs to read all the articles of the Constitution.
I
from
listed off
memory.
my 10, list off all yours. Then talk. This is not where we play the game.
I have no idea all the Constitution.
Is
amendments.
God mentioned in the Constitution?
I don't know. I know that there's a separation between church and
So
state.
if God is God mentioned in the Constitution? If he is, then could you not follow the Constitution anymore?
No, I could follow the Constitution.
Because he is.
I mean,
Ed, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Ed.
Rover, what's up, buddy?
Yo!
Hey, Dieter.
Yo.
You're the man, dude. Listen, I've been trying to get in on this show for about 3 weeks. I'm a police officer. I live in Cuyahoga Falls. Charlie, you are the biggest turd I think I've ever heard on the radio. Rover, your show is awesome, but every time he comes on the air, I want to drive my car off a cliff.
I wish you would,
And he's
too.
a cop, too.
Jesus.
This guy is the biggest piece of crap, I think. And you know what, Dieter, going back to a show about 3-4 weeks ago where Charlie came up with a dare for you to do when you were complaining about how he just got on the show, you are absolutely right. I remember back in the day all the stuff you went through to get on this show. And then this little guy comes over here, and he's on the show automatically calling shots and giving dares and opening his mouth and putting in 2 cents. He has no right to even be on this radio show.
You hate him. You're a police officer, so you hate Charlie because Charlie hates cops. He hates God. He hates religion.
I don't hate God. I don't believe in God. It's, you gotta.
But do
difference.
you hate people who do believe in God?
When they're sitting around telling me I suck because they believe in God, then I hate them.
You do suck.
You know what? I'm not even going to get on the issue thing, on the religion. I don't think I have a right to. That's neither here nor there. But the reason I'm calling is I've been wanting to get this off my chest. Rover, you need to stop putting him on the radio because
you're going to want to kill him. This guy's going to beat you down. If you ever get pulled over by this guy, if you ever get pulled over by Ed, he's going to take that FOP card and he's going to put it up your nose and then take his nightstick and beat your ass. Is what he's going to do.
Into an inch of your life, but not kill you. That breaks the commandment, Charlie. That's how we get away with it.
Bob, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Bob.
Hey, this is Boz from Memphis.
Oh, Boz, what's up, my man?
Not much. I was just saying, Christmas is our holiday, so why shouldn't we be able to put up our Christmas decorations? And if the atheists want to have Atheist Day, then they can go put up all their decorations.
Right. Yeah, that would be a good compromise, I think.
Then, like you said,
why not have an atheist holiday and you guys could put up your signs on July 22nd or whatever.
Well, then it's going to get out of hand, like we were seeing in Washington. That people are just going to be putting up signs constantly.
What, you think too many every day would be a holiday or something?
Then the Christians would make another holiday, like the Anti-Atheist Day, and then it's just going to go back and forth until we have every day is a stupid holiday.
Brian, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Brian.
What's up, Rover?
Hey, man, how are you?
Not too bad. I want to make a comment to Dieter. Doesn't he know it's part of the Catholic religion to understand and accept other people's religion and not to hate them for it?
Yeah,
and,
but when they're...
I mean, can we blame Dieter? I mean, he believes in every other conspiracy. Why wouldn't he believe in the Catholic religion?
Come on, that's such a cop-out saying it's a conspiracy.
What? I mean, atheists believe what has been proven. We don't disagree with God. We just if you can prove it, we'll believe it.
Well,
we're willing.
Prove it that he doesn't exist. Then you said you can prove it that he doesn't.
What have you guys proven? That a book has been rewritten tons of times?
What about all the miracles?
You ever play the game Telephone in school? Come on, man.
What about the miracles all over the earth?
When's the last time you've seen a miracle?
How do you know? Were you there?
Last time I saw a miracle?
People also thought.
Will you shut up for 5 minutes? Last time I saw a miracle was 5 minutes ago when I didn't break your neck and you started coming at me. That was a miracle you're still alive. Okay? That's one.
All right. Turn water into wine. Walk on some water. Do something.
Listen. You guys are getting away from the point, though. These signs that they have posted over there, the Westboro Baptist Church, the GodHatesFags.com people, they're bringing a sign out to Washington State. Because the governor, I think they really do need to take a stand. It's gotten to the point it is absolutely ridiculous. And I think maybe that's the answer is you go, okay, fine. Let's just get it off of public grounds. Let's get it off of state and city property. And if you want to put up a holiday display, you want to put up a sign. I know it's unfestive, it's unjoyous. It may be... will take away from the enjoyment of the season for 99.9% of the people. But, if you're going to have this kind of nonsense going on and there's no rhyme or reason, there's no control over it, I mean, it's absolute chaos out there over this stupid-ass display that they have at the Capitol in Washington. Then I guess the answer is you just ban all displays. You ruin it for everyone. And maybe that's what these atheists... Maybe that's what their ultimate goal is. They want to ruin it for everyone, I suppose. I'm of the belief, I don't care what people believe. I don't care if you're Hindu. I don't care if you're Muslim. I really couldn't care less what the hell you are. But just don't infringe on anyone else's belief. I don't think you have to beat people over the head with your beliefs all the time. So I guess I agree to some extent with Charlie, but not in the way that Charlie is saying it, and not for the reason why Charlie is saying it.
You're saying it for the same reason.
Just keep your mouth shut.
You're saying it for the same reason.
He's trying to wrap it up, and you're going to start fighting again.
And on.
All right.
I would... I'm just saying it seems like it's causing a lot of controversy and a lot of... Just let people do it in their on their own property and... Leave it at that. Maybe it's I don't like the states that do the license plate stuff either. They have license plates that with political slogans on there. The abortion ones, anti-abortion, for God, against God, whatever the hell. All these different license. You don't need messages on your license plates, okay?
Exactly. Just give you a regular license plate.
The state needs to get out of that business of endorsing things on these license plate messages. It's just stupid.
I'm tired of people cramming things down my throat all the time.
You have a pro-Obama sticker on your car. What the hell are you talking about?
It's a sticker.
Still,
that
you're
Obama
saying
sold. What's wrong with that?
You're saying you're against it,
Are you a
right?
moron? Are you an idiot?
Huh?
I bought it from Obama. I bought it from Obama, not from the government. Dumbass.
Let me take a break. We'll be right back on Rover's Morning Glory. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.
I think we'll try and squeeze in one last shizzy before we wrap everything up. Dieter was just fuming in here, getting ready. I mean, you really wanted to kill Chocolate Charlie.
Guy just runs his mouth all the time.
You're not running
really
your mouth?
Old.
These two may go to blows soon. Lynn says Charlie is a total jackass. Sent an instant message at roverradio.com. Max says I've tried to go to godhatesfags.com and the web browser refused to show it.
Wow.
You're spelling it wrong. He put God hats fags. No, it's hates fags. God hates. Not God hats. Dave, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Rover, how's it going?
Hey, man, what's up, bud?
Pretty good. I was just interested if Chocolate Charlie celebrates Christmas at all, gets presents or gives presents.
I celebrate winter solstice. How about that? Maybe I celebrate Christmas.
What a loser.
I just asked if you celebrate Christmas at all.
I do get presents. Who says it's from a God or Santa Claus
You're
or
a hypocrite.
Jesus?
Yeah, but why celebrate on that day? Yeah, you might as well give
Because
back
that's
the
the day
presents.
that the family gets together. Am I going to make a special
But
day?
it's a Christian holiday. If you don't believe in it, why would you celebrate it?
It's winter solstice, like I already told you.
Just like Ramadan. You're not Muslim, so you don't celebrate Ramadan.
But
if you're not Christian, why do you celebrate Christmas?
My family's Catholic. I went
Well,
to
tell
a
them to go,
Catholic
I don't
school.
believe in it. I can't come over.
I would love to not receive presents.
Have a little conviction. Yeah, have some conviction. Don't take any presents on Christmas.
I'm
then.
completely down to not buy presents for anybody if nobody bought me presents. I am ready for that day. I hate buying presents for people.
No one buy Chocolate Charlie a
That's
Christmas present.
Oh, it's funny. He took one here from work. They were giving out free gift cards for the holidays for Christmas.
For the holidays,
Charlie took
exactly.
One. No, it
Did
was
you
for
not
Christmas.
just say the holidays?
Yeah, but it was
Did
for
you
Christmas.
just say the
I
holidays?
said that to clear you, but
Did
it was for Christmas.
Do you know?
What do you think the holidays are? It's Christmas, you
And
dumbass.
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa.
And he went and took a card so he could give that to his mother instead of buying her a gift
Don't
for
tell her what I
Christmas.
got her. Don't tell her what I got her.
Oh, because you took my.
Don't tell her what. Don't spill
I
the
gave
beans
you
on the
that
Christmas
idea.
present. Yeah, you
What
did.
did he do? He
steal
took
it.
this. He took
The
the
gift card.
and now he's just going to give it to his
Right.
mother as a
You're ruining
present.
Christmas.
Yep.
If you love Christmas so much, why are you ruining it?
But why do you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah,
if
why
you
do you
don't
give your
believe-
mother a present if
Yeah,
you don't
she
believe it?
buys me
It's a
presents.
hypocrite. Well, tell her, go, Mom, I can't accept this. I don't believe in
I would
Christmas.
love-
I don't believe in Christ. Keep your
Right.
present.
Right.
I would
You don't have
love.
the balls to do it. You want the good side of being an atheist, but you can't say the bad side of it.
I could celebrate
Which is
whatever
no
I want.
Christmas presents,
I
yeah.
could celebrate whatever I want, whenever I want.
Biggest
That's the
hypocrite.
great part of this country.
Biggest hypocrite.
Let me go to our main man, Philip in Rochester.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Good morning, Philip.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Hey, question. One is, I've been having fun doing the chat line. It's fun, but I was curious. What's the
Wait. Stop. Hang on.
Christian?
Stop. Hang on. Let's start from the beginning. You're in the chat room on RoverRadio.com. You go in there now.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I've been going on it. I'm having fun on it.
Oh, you are.
yeah?
And do you have a webcam set up on the computer, or are you just
No.
watching other people? So you.
No, it's just on a chat with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. So you're typing, and can they?
Yeah.
Have you looked at anyone's webcams though? You can see them and hear them sometimes if they have it.
Yeah.
So you'll get on there and you'll watch. Are there any hot girls that you've
Yeah,
seen?
and mostly I just it's easy for me to actually listen. Easy to listen to them what they're saying. It's easy for me right back.
Right. I
Are you
see.
naked when you're doing that?
Oh.
Huh?
Now, what was the question you had?
One is, what's that Twitter thing? I've been noticing.
Twix?
You have on the profile now.
The Twitter is what he's asking about. Twitter is a service, Philip, that you can sign up for, and it will allow you to kind of update what you're doing throughout the day, either from your computer or from your cell phone. And so, I know that you have a cell phone. You call us from the bus sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could send a text message to your Twitter service, and you could say, hey, I'm riding on the bus talking to Rover or whatever, and then people who go to your profile, they would be able to see that and follow what you're doing throughout the day.
Okay. And the other one is, everybody's been asking me this on the chat line. They want to know if you ever come back on there sometimes to chat with them.
If I'll come into the chat room and chat with them, well, yes, I'll go in there sometime. I'll maybe this weekend, as a matter of fact. I'll try and jump in the chat room for a while. I used to more frequently, but
I used to as well, but people were starting getting so mean to me that I'm like, that's it. Like they were really mean to me, so I left.
You know what I should do? I could make your account, Doogie. You could be a chat moderator, and then if someone pisses you off, you could just kick them right out of the chat room.
No, they have the right to be mean to me. I just don't log in now.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, maybe I'll try and get on there this weekend. Maybe I'll see you in the chat room, Philip.
Okay. And the third thing is, 'cause I know it's a holiday again. I was wondering, are you going to do those the Christmas music you guys did?
The Christmas midgets?
Yeah, the music.
Oh, the music.
Remember how you did for the ringtones?
Oh.
The phone?
Can you sing any Christmas songs, Philip?
Oh, yeah. Can you make a ringtone?
Yeah.
Well, can you do one right now?
Crack.
Can you do one right now, like Jingle Bells or something?
Yeah, do you know the words to Jingle Bells or Silent Night?
Yeah, there's no some pieces, but
Go for it.
All right, let's hear this. Hang on. And Charlie, you got to get the recorder. You got the recorder ready. We can turn this into a ringtone, perhaps. Let me count you down here, Philip. You ready? Everyone be quiet.
Quiet on the set.
3, 2, 1, go.
okay. I'm gonna sing John Jingle Bells. Wait. Man. I don't. You guys got me.
Wow. First time Phil ever dropped an S-bomb.
Dropping 4-letter words onto the on the show.
Sorry,
All
I
right.
messed up.
Just go for
All
it.
right, let's start over. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. And Santa Claus is coming to town. Like that.
A little bit
He
more.
knows when.
No,
We
he's
need 2
making a
verses.
list.
Yeah.
Okay, he's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
All right.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you are bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Okay.
Keep going.
Oh, you.
Okay. You guys got dude, I'm starting to blush over here. Okay, but it's pretty much out of this good though.
Ooh, all right, good
Great
job.
job, Philip. I worked on my cell
Are
phone.
you guys gonna do the ring?
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's our ringtone right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, how you guys did the 12 Pain Christmas and all that stuff?
The what?
We can't top that.
12
Remember you
days
did
of...
the 12 Pain Christmas? You guys did with the Cool. You always singing in sync.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
that was a lot of work.
Yeah, but you know what happened is at CBS now, they own the rights to that material, and they won't allow us to play any of that material. I
Yeah.
guess we could try and come up with something new if you guys wanted to.
We could do that next week.
Yeah, we can come up
with
with...
Charlie's a
You wanna do
musical.
we'll do a new holiday song for
Okay.
Yeah, let's put together a holiday song. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Can you lead it and figure out what we're
let's
going
talk
to
to
do?
Taint Smasher. Taint Smasher is the musical genius.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just part of that. I'm not,
Okay, we'll do that. I'll write
Philip,
that
can you
down.
sing Rudolph?
Oh, yeah, I love that song.
All right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah,
Do you
Philip.
know that one, Philip?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear that. Wait, hang on. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not by heart.
That's all right. Well, whatever you can think of.
Up the red-nosed reindeer. He's silent. Oh shoot, I forgot the words. This is I'm not used to singing on the air. Like
Had a very shiny nose.
We're off there right now.
Yeah, we're we're in a commercial break. You're probably not listening to the radio right now, but yeah, go ahead. Try it again.
I'm good.
I'm good. Rudolph?
I'm most impressed. I just must have woke up too, so I'm not 100% wide awake yet.
Oh, jeez, it's late. You're sleeping in. Did you have a date last night?
Yeah, no, I just I have a day. I'm working late tonight.
Yeah, but you stay up late last night?
No. Not me, not now yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Whatever that. All right. Net, Dieter. All right. Philip from Rochester.
What was his question? I forget.
He
What
had
do you want to
4
know?
of them. We already answered
Any
them
more
all.
questions?
Do you have a 5th question?
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I just say hi to y'all and just ask about the computer and stuff like that.
Sure. I understand. Well, if you sign up for Twitter, we'll follow you on RoverRadio.com.
I love it.
Yeah. So we'll see what he's
Lonely
doing all
Wolf?
day long. Yeah. What's your screen name?
So it's pretty much Twitter is almost like to say you or me or Dio when we go to the gym, how we do the steps, like how what we do, what exercise to what.
That would be perfect. You and Dieter, when you guys are at the gym, you could use Twitter to say, all right, I'm going to the... I'm going to start doing preacher curls now or whatever.
The next one you do, like, what's next exercise?
Absolutely, yes. What's your screen name on Rover Radio, Philip?
Lone Wolf 69.
Lone Wolf 69. All right, Philip, we appreciate the call, and we'll see you online soon in the chat
Have
room.
a good
my
weekend,
man.
buddy.
Yeah. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye. That's Philip in Rochester.
I love turtles.
Thank you. Bye. Hang up now.
People said that he sounds like Cartman when he sings.
He's funny.
In
I
South
love him.
Park. Doogie, are you going to give us a last shizzy
I
of
can.
the morning? All right, let's.
Hit the shizzy on Rover's
Good morning. What's happening? It is Monday, December 8th, 2008. Good morning. It's Rover's Morning Glory. I'm Rover. Doogie is here.
Good morning, sir.
Dieter is here. Yo! And let's see, we have a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. It's kind of cold out.
It's kind of cold in here.
Let's see here. We have Miss Morning Glory coming into the show today. She's going to be on.
There's an update. It's really quite funny. Last week I told you that Miss Morning Glory asked me to go to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
And you were asking all kinds of questions. Why is she going? And so I got an email from her. She's like, okay, this is the information you wanted to go to the Playboy Mansion. And I laughed so hard. So I said, look, can you do
You laughed at the information they gave you about going to the Playboy Mansion?
You'll die.
You have to get naked, right?
I said, can you come in
Please
Monday morning?
make sure your vagina is shaven before you appear at the mansion.
And tell Rover what I need to do and why you're going. And
all right.
plus,
so
we haven't talked to her yet. So since
that's
she
right.
won.
Normally we have Miss Morning Glory on, and we haven't had Miss Morning Glory on this year, so this will be her first appearance on the show today. That's coming up. Chuck in Rochester, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Rover. I was listening to the recap this morning from Friday's show.
Yes.
And I was wondering if Doogie ever finished watching that video, because that was pretty messed up.
Doogie, did you ever go back and watch that video?
I have to say I did not.
Yeah,
and
I never want to see that video again in my entire life.
Yeah, it was.
I don't blame you at all.
It was bad, honey.
It was pretty bad.
I think that's the only time you'll ever hear that played back, too, that recap. Well, we're not going to play that in best of, are we, Dom?
You got to take it out, Rover.
That's it? It's just...
And the funny thing is when I was walking into the studio to get ready, I said, Charlie, can you go into the studio and turn the segment down? I couldn't even hear. He's like, the gurgling noises are over.
All right, please. I don't need to hear
Also,
about gurgling noises.
I had a lasting effect all weekend. I had been craving spaghetti.
Yeah, but then when you looked at it, it looked like that guy's face.
I can't.
Sauce?
Yeah, I haven't had spaghetti because I've been trying to eat better. And so I've not been eating spaghetti because sometimes in the morning I eat carbs. So I'm like, I'm going to have a huge spaghetti. After that video, I will never have spaghetti again.
Well, a lot of people were affected. I was on roverradio.com. A lot of people were affected by that. So
a lot of people were emailing me. I was on Rover Radio as well, going back and forth. They're saying, what's the video?
Yeah,
I said,
a lot of
don't
people
you guys?
want to see that video. Do you know how many emails and messages I got over the weekend of people? What's the link to that video?
So many links.
You were sending it out?
Yes, like, quit bugging me. I mean, it was repeat emails over and over. Please send it to me. Come on, don't be a pussy. I go, fine. Go look at it.
My wife asked to watch it this weekend.
No.
She didn't have a miscarriage.
Yes.
And I didn't want her to watch it, so I ambushed her with 2 Girls, 1 Cup. She was so mad. I mean, she was livid with me that I would play that to her.
Why don't you show her the Tub Girl? That's just as bad.
Oh, 2 Girls, 1 Cup's pretty bad.
The Bull's bad.
She kept, like, the rest of the weekend kept saying, there's at random times she would just bring it up. I can't believe you showed me that video. I cannot get those images out of my head.
I'd rather have
that kind of stuff, the 2 Girls, 1 Cup, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't affect me at all.
That didn't affect me. Tub Girl really affected me.
The picture you're talking about?
Yes.
Why? It's just a
Just
still
one
picture.
That affected me, but
Did
I'd
you
rather.
have that?
All right, Doogie. We always have to pause for 20 minutes while Doogie laughs over something. It's not that...
Charlie's
Well, I'm laughing at you laughing because it wasn't that funny, but of how hilarious you thought it was.
All right, you're right. Yeah, we always got to stop for 20 minutes.
Dieter's very funny.
No, he is. It was funny. I'm just saying it didn't have to stop the show.
Right. Although that's where our sound effects guy might have like tires screeching to a halt or something to try and create his own humor on the show for
Instead,
once.
he's laughing.
Yeah. You know what I've determined, actually? we were on Friday. In fact, I just got an instant message from someone who got their calendar on Friday, and they were wondering which picture is Gabe. That's the guy who calls into the show every month to tell you which girl is in the calendar. I don't know where is he in that calendar?
Not that I know of, no.
You said that he was in the calendar. You told him on the air that he was on the calendar.
You did say that.
Why would I tell him that he's...
That's why you said it. He was on the air, and you're like, you're in the calendar. Go look for it. Hello?
Are you sure it was Gabe that I told him that?
Yes.
You told Gabe, you told Philip.
Philip from Rochester.
Yes.
A couple people.
So, I don't know. Chris wanted to know who that is. And
is he in it? Then I don't know. I don't remember saying
calendar.
that to Gabe.
I remember that. But anyhow.
Sure.
He can call in. He's listening.
So I was telling you on Friday, I was telling you a lot of people were wondering what's the status of my order, has it shipped yet and whatnot, and we had a little backlog because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but then like a perfect storm of things happened. Number one, we ran out of shipping labels, so that we had to go get those.
Nice.
Number two, then we ran out of the envelopes that we pack all these things in, and because the post office was supposed to deliver us like 1,000 envelopes of these Tyvek envelopes, and they never did. So then we go, well, they're expensive. The post office gives them to you for free. So we had to go out and buy all these envelopes, and we filled so many orders, we ran out of all the envelopes that we bought. Then we get all of that corrected, and we're back on track, and then they have a postage meter that they're using. They run out of postage in the postage meter. And as cheap as Clear Channel is, even though people have already paid for their postage, so it's not coming out of their pocket, they won't refill that thing. So then I have to then take all these things to the post office. And let me tell you about what it is when you take, maybe 500-600 packages to the post office at once. Nothing good comes out of that.
They hate that on their end.
Oh, they hate it. The patrons in the post office hate it. Yeah, no one likes that. Oh, boy. Douchey and I had to take all these packages one day. I only went one day. Douchey went a couple of days.
Friday night we went. We left.
Friday night I left there. I go, I'm never coming back to a post office again. People were cussing us out. People were cussing out the post office.
At one point I looked at Rover and I said, oh, my God. We're going to get shot. There was somebody screaming, F you.
Douchey asked me, do you have your gun with you? I go, no, I don't think you can take it into a federal building.
It was bad. We left work. We went to 2 different post offices. The lines were insane. We went to UPS. We finally ended up at one post office. We left at 6 because it was closing.
Well, what happened was, because of everything, we had so many orders that they couldn't keep up with the orders here. So everyone on the show, sans Dieter, had to pack.
He had to get a pump in.
I had to pack all these envelopes. Well, it was Doogie, Dumb, Charlie, me, and a person that works at Clear Channel packing these orders ourselves. I mean, we were so far behind, everyone had to pitch in. And I saw, Dieter, that some of the staff around here, they really have some animosity toward you because I don't know how many times Dom brought up that you weren't there and where.
Well, why didn't you come down and get me then?
Right, Dom.
I'm cutting up that
that's
nasty
what I said.
video.
I said, for them complaining, I said, well, Doogie never asked Dieter, for you guys always complaining that Dieter, he'll come by, he'll have his backpack, or he'll have his coat on and his backpack, and he'll be walking out the door, and as he passes, hey, you guys need anything? I go, well, you guys don't ask him to do anything.
Right, be a man and say...
It's not my responsibility to tell you to do something. I'm not your boss.
If you need help,
I'm not your keeper.
One thing I'll do, if you say, hey, dude, do you have a minute? I'll be like, absolutely, I'll help you guys.
Offer up some help.
Well, it's because...
Did I say that?
I blame Doogie for that because she never asked Dieter for anything because she's Dieter's little butt buddy.
No, he's just going to complain. You know how he gets, so it's easier for him.
So if I just complain, if I was to complain, we don't have to do work anymore? No. That doesn't make any sense.
Was I not doing work, though?
You're watching One Guy, One Cup. I went down there and he's watching these videos
for the last 30 seconds, Charlie.
No, he's watching, and not even cool videos. One Guy, One Cup. Charlie, I don't even want to get into what it is.
Charlie was really complaining about that because then Charlie comes back and he's like, here I am, I'm stuffing these envelopes. And Dieter's back there watching internet video, just,
Is that the only thing I was doing, Charlie? Or was I
saw one
No, did
guy
I
one
explain
cup.
it to you? And you go, are you almost done? I go, no, I have to copy the show. I go, but while you're here, watch this video because I can't watch it. I turned my back. No, quiet. Made you watch it so I could see your reaction. You're laughing up, having a good time. And then you're like, hey, if you want
why
there's
were
some
you
pizza.
down there instead of stuffing envelopes?
Because there's a disaster after the show that I had to fix, and I fixed the disaster. And then while I was doing that, I was stuffing envelopes, and I tried to get Dieter to come help, and he's watching one guy one cup.
God, why don't you come down and go, hey, dude, can you help us?
Why? I'm not your
Instead of going
boss.
through all this, but still, why don't you say, hey, dude,
I would never
have
tell
no
you-
idea what you guys are doing. You said, hey, if you're not going to go work out, we have pizza for you to eat. I go, well, I don't want pizza. I'd rather go work out. And that was it. Why not stand up and say
Because
something?
I'm
You're so sick with every freaking time.
I'm not
People
gonna tell you to
complaining
do
about this
something.
crap. Say something, you little dickhead. All you guys, say something. You want help? Quit complaining. Put some pictures in.
All right.
Oh, my God, I'm so sick of that. I just want to throw down all you guys.
See, that's why I don't ask him.
Yeah, this answer is to be avoided. Do I not help you guys?
The whole time it was Dom and Charlie, and they're complaining about Dieter not being
Come
down
and say
there.
something. You guys know that. If you ever ask
You
me,
want to deal with that? Look what you
Right.
just did.
I'm gonna body slam your ass. I'm not kidding around. I'm not in the mood for any of your crap today. At all, anybody.
The Browns lost yesterday, so
listen,
he's not
Roll yourself.
So all right. So then here's what I determined. But anyway, so we're stuffing all these. I mean, these are crazy. I mean, we're filling these. I mean, my Lord, there were so many that everyone. And I thought that it was nice of us to go back there and help them fulfill all of these. And there was an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 people.
Yeah, she
putting
needed
labels and stuffing envelopes and doing all that sort of stuff and getting all of those out. So all of those went out on time, and now they're caught back up, I guess. So, but the entire time when they weren't complaining about Dieter, I realized something. I realized we were talking about the sound effects that Charlie is, they're conspicuously absent. I realized that Dom and Charlie need to be separated, and I am going to work on that this week because they talk to each other nonstop. And in fact,
I should start complaining about you guys then nonstop. See how that feels?
it was the most annoying thing ever. As I'm doing as I'm trying to stuff these envelopes, these two jokers are just, I mean, they're talking about everything. And I don't think they shut up for more than 4 seconds for the hours that we were there getting these orders
It's
out.
the most monotonous job on the planet. Why wouldn't you try to have conversation?
My
But
favorite was the indie record label talk.
The indie record label talk. I don't know.
You weren't there to hear that part?
I don't know if I caught
What
that
do you-
one up.
I'm not sure what you're
They're going
talking
to
about.
start an independent record label together or something?
No, Dumb asking the star Charlie about record labels and why a band wouldn't go the indie route or the indie route.
We're discussing why Jet is such a horrible band and why they're so disliked by so many people.
It was great conversation.
What's wrong with that? We're sitting there stuffing envelopes. We just supposed to stare at envelopes the whole
No,
time?
but these two, what they were trying to do is they would try to one-up each other on these jokes, and they were just getting increasingly lame. And have you ever, Dieter, you're sitting there and a couple of people are talking and you don't say anything, and
Every day.
the more they talk
around those guys,
it wells up in you, and you want to kill them after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That conversation didn't even involve anybody but the two of us having a conversation.
I know, but it was
And there's no one-upping. We're just BSing.
They were like two
Trying to
little bitches, though. Like, just, talking about everything. I mean,
They're trying to be the center of attention, trying to be the out funny person,
Right.
make Jen laugh, the hot
yes.
promotion girl.
Yes.
I could totally see how it went down.
Thank you,
Oh, my
Dieter.
God. Instead of
Yes.
Doogie trying to talk to every single person that walked through the room, sorry, we're trying to have a conversation, liven things
he
up a
was
little
doing
bit.
a lot of talking, too. So, but these two were even worse. And so I pointed out to Douche, I go, these guys are doing a whole lot of talking. I think I'm going to have to separate them in the phone screening room during the show.
Oh, here we go.
And then Douche was piqued to that, and she then agreed with me that we're going to have to separate these two. So
Well, we've noticed it during the show, and then I think on Friday it really hit you hard. Like you just were sitting back watching them.
Well, during the show, I don't have time to, they're to my left. They're in a room. I can see them in there, but normally I'm looking straight ahead at Dieter and Dougie. Now, if I have to turn my head to a 90-degree angle to look at them, I don't have time throughout the show to just sit and stare at these two. But what they do back there is they they sit and they yuck it up with each other instead of actually doing their jobs.
Dieter and I have an easier time seeing them do that. Dieter is more positioned a little bit, and we've noticed it, and we've brought it to your attention.
Is that a problem, do you think, Dieter? Are you agreeing with me? They yuck it up?
Absolutely, these two guys. They do more work. They weren't yucking it up out funnying each other.
So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to separate these two so that they have no one to talk to.
Oh,
wow.
Good. He smells anyway. Get him out of here.
I welcome this. Bring it on. You've been saying it for weeks. Let's do this. Let's get him out of here.
I think Charlie just doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I just don't hear anything coming out of the sound effects system.
No complaints about the phones, so I think we know who's talking and not working.
No, there are complaints about the phones. In fact, there was just a complaint on Friday. I think I complained to Dieter, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Why would you complain to Dieter and not to me?
Because it goes in one ear and out the other ear with you, dumb.
Because
that's baloney.
I think I was looking at the phones, and they were ring, 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 ring.
Oh, I remember you.
I was looking at the screen, and I go, why are all these phone lines blinking? And I look over to the left. Dom and Charlie are
chucking it up.
Yeah, yucking it up back there. Chucking it up. Yucking it up.
So I just let the phones ring. I didn't answer the phones?
Well,
eventually
you did, but how many people have hung up? I mean, they could have been the world's greatest radio phone call for all you know. That's why you always have to, you never know what you're going to get.
A lot of times Rover will say keep whatever line, and then, oh, they hung up because you weren't paying attention to them, dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And he's complained about that, but...
So
never once to me.
So
there's
yes,
never
I
been
know
any.
for a
They
fact.
think I can tell that they think I'm not going to do it.
Have you not, Rover? Have you not told Dumb before about calls hanging up during like when you want them, and then you'll say, "Oh, they hung up because you weren't on them."
Right? Yes, I have said that before, but I can tell that they think I'm not going to do this. But I am. There's no doubt that I am 100% going to separate these two. I don't know how I'm going to do it exactly because we really don't have the room.
Put a wall up.
Do you want me to go in there?
But no. God, no. I don't need more people in here.
Oh, God, no. The last guy that tried that, we had him fired. So if you want to come in here, you'll be out the door.
What I'm thinking of is I have a feeling that we can run the phones back to the office.
Oh, my God. Dumb would flip. All of his face.
And I think that we're going to put the phones back in the office.
Great idea.
Go
for what you know. Fine.
Oh, my God.
Probably the easiest way to do that.
He would hang himself after the first day if he couldn't see us. If he couldn't pipe in.
I think he may actually. He'd probably have a better time of it than Chocolate Charlie because Dumb would just be back there. He wouldn't have anyone to see him eat, so he would just be shoving food into his face nonstop. That's the other thing. I learned a lot about these people, spending hours with them on Friday, and I learned that Dumb has a whole routine now. That when we get McDonald's, like today, McDonald's brings us food on Mondays, just because, I guess. And so, Dumb used to have like a pyramid of McDonald's behind his computer monitor until he was discovered eating. I mean, he's horrid. It's like a squirrel with nuts.
Yes.
Him and these Egg McMuffins and stuff. So... Now he has a new system. What is his new system, Charlie?
His new system is as soon as the McDonald's comes, and there's like 8 bags, he takes his favorite things out of all the different bags, and he creates his own super bag of McDonald's, which he then... Well, that's not it. He hides that bag in his book bag to take home with him. Oh. But then he also takes the secondary items that he found, the ones that aren't as good, and he'll eat those in front of us. So it looks like he's only eating like 2 Egg McMuffins throughout the day, but in reality, he's going to spend the rest of the day eating McDonald's breakfast.
Does he take those breakfasts home, or does he eat them throughout the show?
I think he eats them throughout the show, both. But, I mean, there's this extra bag that goes home with him.
And
that's
how much stuff do you think he puts into that bag?
5 hash browns is one number that I know, and I know at least one of every sort of item. McGriddle, the steak burrito, the smaller burrito.
Now you're lying. There's no McGriddles. I don't eat the McGriddles. I prefer other things. So you're making stuff up.
Okay, whatever. You eat the McGriddles.
Well, you're all up in the bits about it, but you don't even know what's what. Quit talking out of your ass if you don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not going through your bag.
You stupid idiot.
Okay, I'm not going through your bag to find out what kind of McGriddles you're eating.
Well, apparently you've seen me load this bag up.
Have you not loaded a bag up in your book bag filled with treats for yourself?
Maybe once or twice.
But
that's not the point. The point is they bring it for us to eat, and I eat it.
While we're here.
That's what it's here for.
While we're here, we're supposed to eat it. Not
what
all
do you mean while we're here?
For the next 2 weeks.
If we don't eat it, we throw it away? I like McDonald's breakfast. I'm going to eat it. for breakfast and lunch if I can.
And dinner.
So he has, I think part of the reason he does that is he doesn't want us to rip on him for eating so much. So he puts it into this backpack, I guess, and I don't know then how he smuggles it out of there one at a time. I guess he doesn't look as fat just eating one at a time as opposed to his old pyramid thing when he had like 20 of them all, piled up back there. So
I think he keeps one in his pocket. Goes to the office, puts one in his pocket, comes out, eats it,
right.
goes back
I think you're
over
right.
and over again, and nobody ever sees him with 10 sandwiches.
And so I think he would be okay, because that's where they deliver that food, is back to the office. So I could just see him back there. He'd have his feet off with his nasty-ass socks, and he would be just cramming food down his face and answering those. And I wouldn't even know. I guess I'd be able,
in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what he's doing back there. I could just tell if the phone lines weren't getting answered. I could see that on my screen in here. But
God.
So that's what I am working toward, and I don't know how. Will you talk to Mike, the engineer, today and find out how we can get these two separated? All right, we do have the shizzy coming up in just a second. What do you have on the way, Doozy?
I know you'll love this, Rover. Could pollution cause your penis to shrink? Find out who's saying that is a possibility and how it could be possible. That story plus many more coming up next.
All right, we will be right back on Rover's Morning Glory. As always, the phone number to reach us, 1-866-YO-ROVER. That's 1-866-967-6837. Or you can send us an instant message at roverradio.com. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Here's an instant message from Pam, who says, Rover, you brought it up on Friday, yet there was no follow-up. I want to hear what happened with Dieter's cousin knocking up a girl.
Oh, we can't do that.
You brought it up, and it seemed as if it was brushed over, like Dieter doesn't want to talk about it. What happened? That's from Pam. We did bring that up briefly. You said, Dieter, that your cousin has knocked someone up. How old is your cousin?
God.
Rover, he doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, you don't want to.
I know, but
I'd rather not.
It's kind of fascinating because Dieter's family is so ultra-religious. They're like the Palin family almost. And
they do shoot moose.
Apparently they shoot something else, too. So, what happened with your cousin and this girl, and what's going on? And is this has got to be a big scandal in your family? I'm guessing, huh?
I'd rather not even get into this right now.
Such a dick. You have to. If I have to talk about my family, you have to talk about your family.
Yours is different. Yours is far away. Mine's like all right here. Immediate family's right here. That's the difference.
Dieter did tell me that he was disowned by some people in his family. I think it was. Yeah.
Well, that happened years ago. Yeah. Was it? I mean, now I have probably one person left that still talks to me. What does it even matter anymore?
No, I think it was something like had something to do with retarded kids. I don't know what it was about, but I just know that like something Dieter said about medical research with retards. So his family
that sent them over the edge.
Right. Someone now like canceled a dinner. Like Dieter was supposed to go out to dinner or something with these people, and they go, hey, we've reconsidered our invitation to have you come over for dinner. So he gets a lot of grief from his family, but these are your views, and they can't fault you for that. They obviously don't agree with everything you say and do. It's funny because Dieter, his family is so religious, yet he doesn't seem, he has all these whacked out ideas, but you consider yourself a religious person too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I pray every day. I talk to God every day.
Even though you're getting a new girl in a bar every night, huh? It's
I don't know about
very religious.
I don't know about that. There's no proof to that. That's probably
God knows,
that hasn't happened since college. He knows. Yeah. He's laughing right now. He's like, "What are you talking about, Rover? That hasn't happened since college."
All
This guy's on a dry spell.
Right.
No, I think I have my sister. I have probably one sister that still talks to me, and a little bit on my mom's side. And
the other sister doesn't talk to you?
No, not really. And
why not? What happened with her?
I don't know. I don't want to get in. I don't want to go into this whole psychology session.
Now, how old is this kid?
It doesn't even matter anymore.
They don't like you anyway.
Yeah. I'm not going to get specific about this, okay? Because it's bad enough how it is, and the more I talk, it seems like the worse my family gets, and the farther away I get from them. But no, he's in high school. He's at the end of his high school career. And he made.
So he's a senior, in other words.
I'm not saying. I'm not, Rover, I'm not getting specific about this. If we're going to do it, we're doing it my way.
This is last year of high school. I'm not getting specific.
Yeah. His high school career is coming to a close.
It could be
Either a junior or a senior.
No, it could be a junior. He's going to go into the Army next year or something, or he's going into tech school, whatever, trade school, whatever. The family's pissed off at me because I had a small part in this. But I really don't think I did. And, you know, I'm pretty close with him because I didn't have any brothers growing up because he's male, so we always talk like we're brothers. And he just said, he's like, how do I get her to, my girlfriend, to, you know, want it more? She's not really into it.
He said that to who? To you?
To me. We're just talking. He's like, you know, I'm just like, coughing, you getting it? You know, it's just getting into the whole.
Oh.
I remember in high school when I was first starting into, you know, getting around with chicks, it's like.
You wanted some advice.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I wanted more than the chicks I was dating in high school.
Uh-huh.
To me, it was always like, come on, let's fool around or whatever. They didn't want it as much as I did. I guess I was hitting my peak or what, but he's going through the same thing. He's just like...
So he's what, 16, 17?
Who cares? Drop the age. Age has nothing to do with this.
Yes, it does, because
it
a
has nothing to do
16,
with
17-year-old asking you, that's kind of a weird conversation.
How? We're cousins? We're close? How's that weird?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that weird, actually, honestly. I mean, Doogie, it's different because you're a girl. Guys...
you talk about sports, you talk about who you're dating, who you're banging, if you're drinking yet, and that's it. You don't get into school or your future or stuff like that, really.
And I can tell you, with Dieter's personality, he's the kind of guy that would love to give advice, almost to kind of prove his own sexual prowess.
Ew.
If they come to me, I'm going to give it. If you don't come to me, F off.
Yeah, he kind of wants to show off to his cousin, like, look, I've been down this road. I learned all this the hard way. No one helped me when I was your age, but I'm going to impart my wisdom on you.
That's the thing, because I didn't talk to my sisters growing up. I didn't have a male to talk to about this. So I was like, hey, I'll do this for him. He wants to talk to a male. I'll talk to him about it. And he just, the base of the whole conversation was, she's not really into it. How can I get her to kind of want it more? I want it all the time, you know, and all this stuff. And I just said, listen, chicks can tell the difference between when you wear something or you don't wear something. If you wear
socks,
protection.
Yeah.
Oh, a rubber.
Oh, condoms.
So no, we all been there before. I know I have. When I was first starting, I wasn't. You know, I didn't like to wear them. I still almost don't like to wear them. So I was just saying, you know, I'm like, chicks can tell a difference. You may think that only you can tell a difference. They can tell the same thing. Am I right, dudes?
Oh, absolutely.
All the girls I talk to about it, they say they can tell a difference.
So, it feels a lot worse with a condom on?
It's not horrible, but it's not...
You could tell, am I right? It's still not...
Absolutely. I mean, it's yeah.
Still a piece of latex.
Yeah.
Or lambskin, whatever. Whatever you're using. So I just said, listen, she's going to get more pleasure out of it. So will you. Why don't you try not wearing a rubber? That's just all I said to him. He, of course, you know, once this all came out, you know, told my family about this whole conversation because he couldn't keep it. He didn't want to take the whole heat of this. He was nervous. He kind of
laid the blame on your feet for saying, oh, in order to please her, bang her without a rubber. So he does that, and then he knocks the broad up.
Well, guys, kids are so dumb. It's like... I kind of meant it just as a one-time thing. Well, he kind of got into the habit of doing it over and over again.
And you didn't follow through with him? You didn't say anything about
Dude, I don't see it. He doesn't live with me. I don't see with him. This is what I told him. When I was starting off, I didn't wear them. I was dumb. You know, I was lucky to get laid. I
In high school, you didn't use a condom?
No, Dougie. Did you wear one every time?
I was still a virgin.
Most guys, right, you didn't even do it. So most guys, when you're in high school, you're not really thinking about STDs as much. It's more because... everybody's virgins. At least in my school, everybody was just first times.
Or so they said, right?
Right. The girl said that with me, but I know she wasn't. But I was. So I just kind of said, like, you know, do it now, because when you get older, you can't be, you know, joking around about this stuff. There's STDs out there. Why don't you just try it now? That's how I tried it. We just shut up and quit saying what, who, 16 or 17. Just let me get this out and be done with it. We can move on. This is hard enough to talk about it. So that's it. The family's pissed off about it with me. They're mad that I had this little conversation with them.
Well, that is a little irresponsible to tell a kid at that age, 16, 17, however old the kid is. That is a little irresponsible to tell him, oh, yeah, you should start. You should have said, look, you could bang her without the rubber as long as she's on the pill.
Yeah, but then... What is she going to do? She's going to go and get the pill? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
That's generally how it works, I think.
Then the families know. They don't know that they're banging. They're not open like that. My family, we don't talk about sex when we're open. You talk to your parents, oh, I'm banging. That's when it came to me, and we're just talking about it, quietly, hush, hush.
Yeah, but if you're going to act like the adult and help this kid out, your cousin, and tell him advice on sex, you sure as hell better be there to back it up and help him out thereafter.
Dude,
now this kid is going to be a father. He's old enough. He's 16, 17 years old.
That's difficult.
Now he's going to be a dad?
Yeah, I mean,
And
you should
because
have
of
thought
you?
about that before
Exactly.
you. Yeah. Theory's the kind of guy, though, he'll give this advice and he doesn't think it through.
Of course not.
No, I was saying from my experience. It wasn't so much advice as I was saying what I went through. I turned out all right.
But
I
how do you
said that
think he's going to take that?
No, he can take it whatever way he wants to. That's the thing about advice. You take it or you don't take it. I was just telling him what I went through. He wants to use it. I know now from personal use, I don't use them anymore. And I'm completely fine. I'm healthy.
What?
There's nothing to it.
So you don't use condoms anymore? And Dieter, of course, known for his womanizing.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know where how that started.
I mean, that's... Well, anywhere he goes.
It's not really me. Okay, people listening, all the girls are like, huh? I know this guy's a loser.
Anywhere Dieter goes, behind him is a trail of women that he's slept with in his wake.
Laughing at me. I go through stages. I kind of like, if I'm dating a girl that's on the pill, I don't use protection anymore, and then it's hard to get back on the kick of using protection again. You just kind of get, I don't know if you're like that. I just get in a rhythm of using them and then not using them. But now I'm at the point now, I'm just done using them. All this stuff about AIDS in the news and Magic Johnson's cured.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, aren't you worried about you're going out to these bars, you're banging these broads, one-night stands and stuff. Aren't you worried about picking up a disease or something?
First of all, I think it's cured. AIDS. AIDS was the biggest scare. Everything else can be cured.
Wait, go back to what you said about Magic Johnson.
What about herpes?
Quiet. Herpes isn't really. Herpes is dead. That's a dead syndrome.
My sister has it.
And Jake the Snake. Oh yeah, she has everything.
No,
yeah, but she's a skink. Jake the Snake said, he goes, I lived through it. You can live through it. He talked to me off the air. He goes, I'm living through it. He goes, he says to him, it's nothing. I'm more worried about AIDS. AIDS is curable now. I really think that the government has a cure. Magic Johnson has it. Anybody in the media, listen, I'm on the radio. Anybody in the media will be contacted by the government if they happen to get AIDS, and they will pass on the cure. I think worst comes to worst, if I come out and say I have AIDS, the government will contact me because I'm on the radio. And they'll just give me the formula and be like, if you're an average person, listen, I'm not telling everybody out there to do this. If you're an average person, I don't know if they're going to help you, but I have a little bit of pull in this town with the government and the FCC. I think they're like, we don't want this guy to die so soon. I would get the cure. That's why I'm off. I'm off it. I'm done with it.
So you don't wear rubbers now. You think AIDS can be cured, and you actually encourage people not to wear rubbers, essentially.
If you have some kind of pull, yeah. Listen, it feels better. All the stuff in the news now that people are living real long with AIDS. Magic Johnson's been alive for 50 years. He's muscular than most people I know, and this guy has AIDS? Bullcrap. This guy's healthy as can be.
Dave, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, Dieter's right. Like, when you're in high school, you're not worried about, wearing a rubber and stuff. And, I mean, it wasn't AIDS when I was in high school, but, I know he's just kidding that he thinks AIDS is curable. And,
I don't think so. I don't think so. Dieter's, all right, whatever, this guy. Shut up there for a second. Dieter has long...
Has it come out now?
That AIDS has been cured, and for years he's been saying that. Just because Magic Johnson is still alive.
I've been saying that for years. South Park did an episode on it, like 3 years after I brought it up that he was cured of it.
I did see a clip of that. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
It was like mirroring everything Dieter had said. It was kind of strange.
The past 6 months or a year ago about Magic Johnson. He's cured. If you have money, that's the cure for AIDS. I think they'll help you out. And I just read something in the news. Now, if you take this cocktail, TMZ or AZT, it cures you. It prolongs your life just like a normal person. The antibodies fight it now. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but you have to then take 30 pills a day.
Rover, I already take over 30 pills a day. If I count them on my hand, absolutely. My multivitamin is 11. Right? There's 11 pills. Just in a multivitamin. Yes. In my bag. Then you got to take amino acids on top of it and carnitine, all the other stuff. It's already over 30. What's another 30 to me? 30 to me is a joke. That's like Flintstones vitamins.
So you're giving advice to teenagers to have sex without rubbers because you think, oh, well, AIDS is cured. You believe STDs aren't anything to worry about. What about pregnancy? Because that's what obviously bit you in the ass there.
Well, you got to time that out. You know, with I'm pretty good now. If the girl's having a period, you kind of know if she's bloated, or she tells you. If you can time it out around that, they can't get pregnant. It's impossible to get a girl pregnant right when she's on her period. I wait till she's around her period, and then I hit the boat. And then once that's over, I know that's the freshest time.
What is it, usually about 10 days later or something?
I think it's before.
It's everybody's is different.
Oh,
so like
it
my
is.
girlfriend, so how they do their cycle, and you might know this because you say,
right, we got to talk. You got to get to know them.
Well, the first day of their period is day 1. So you're saying those first days are the safest, but my girlfriend got pregnant like at the end of her period, which was like day 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's different. So you can't sit there and tell me that.
Wait, day 1, but the end of her period was 6 or 7?
7 days later? How long is this? I think she's just using that as an excuse to get out of sex with her
period
husband.
was 4 days, 3 days later.
That's a heavy one. That's a heavy flow day.
I'm saying, bottom line, I'm not going to get into periods with you.
No, go.
The bottom line is you can't tell when someone's cycle is and how long and when they're fertile.
If you're around a girl, I mean, all over, laying around, you know when she's on her...
I know, but you don't know when she could get pregnant, and you're going to have a kid out there before you know it.
There's the rhythm thing, too. You have to time up the
Dieter.
rhythm of,
Oh, my
you know,
God. Come on.
It's hard to say, but...
Seriously, I don't need you to say it. You're just an idiot.
Let me go to, let's see here. Let me go to James. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, James.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Rover, this should be a lesson for all the kids out there. Dieter, don't do steroids and always wear your football helmet. Because you are way out there, brother.
Yeah, really. And not only
doesn't
that...
matter anymore.
Forget the football helmet, other helmets, too.
What, you want a kid?
No, dude, no, I don't want one. But like I'm saying, this is pretty much, it's foolproof. It's 99%. What are condoms? 99%? The pill's what, 95%?
No.
If this way's done right, the pill's not 100%, dude. I don't care what you say. It's not. I know this guy. I'll never forget him. He was wearing rubbers, and the girl was on the pill in my college, in my frat, and she got knocked up. Still. And you would think that, that's 200%? Condoms and the pill is about 195%. You won't get pregnant. She still got pregnant.
There's no... Yeah. So someone was...
Let me go to Tim. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Tim.
What's up, Rover?
Yo!
What's up, Dieter?
Yo!
Hey, man, I am 23 years old, and I have 2 kids of my own. And I tell you, it is not easy. I work two jobs, man, and I could not imagine being in high school having a kid.
And are you saying that this is why you should wear rubbers so you don't end up in the same boat as you, Tim?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got a really good job for my full-time job, and I tell you, it's still not easy.
And you still are probably strapped for cash. These kids are always needing things, going to the doctor, food, and daycare, and all that,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. I got $20 in my name right now.
20?
Oh, man.
That's it. I'll get more money, but, what are you going to do?
Yes. So this is what you have destined your cousin to a life of, Dieter, having a kid at the age of 16 or 17.
This guy says he has 2.
He's 22 years old. Your cousin's 16, 17.
But you can't. But I mean, that's just so irresponsible to say, "Oh, don't wear a rubber to a kid." He doesn't do it. Then the kid knocks up his girlfriend.
And then you don't check in with him.
Forget the whole STD thing. Look, it's really for the STDs. And the pregnancy. So, I mean, you combine both of those.
What did you do in high school, Rover? Did you wear them? There's no way you wore them all the time. Especially the first time. Weren't you just lucky? You were thinking, God, you were getting laid. You didn't wear one. You didn't stop and let her have that 1 second to think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. You were going to hurry up and hit it.
Was your first time, was she a virgin, Rover?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so you both didn't really know.
So I don't think that I wore one, I don't believe.
Second, do you remember any time?
But I remember the other girls that I was having sex with. I would.
Porn star, you didn't wear one. You're talking to me about STDs?
Did you not wear one with the porn star?
No way. If you're getting drunk and stuff, you probably forgot.
Oh, you're filthy.
No, I think that I did.
Oh, my God.
I don't know about every time, but...
You are filthy.
Are you preaching to me about STDs?
Disgusting, Rover. Seriously, you didn't wear a condom every time you banged the porn star?
Stuff, I mean, when you're... Haven't you been in relationships, you're banging over and over, stuff happens, you get drunk and get in the moment, you don't always have one on hand.
God, that's gross.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, though, in high school, they had me so afraid of AIDS and everything.
Exactly, I went through that. Yeah, they teach you health class.
Yeah, and that I was real worried about that. So I think I did use rubbers a lot.
Oh, sure. Majority
Not all
of the time, too.
though. But when you're that young, Rover, and your older cousin, who he probably looks up to, a football
Most
player
people
on
do,
the
yeah.
right, puke. You're going to listen to what this guy says. And if Dieter says, hey, dude, it feels better, don't use a condom, the kid's not going to use a condom. And now he's pregnant, so you should take that kid.
He's not pregnant.
You should pay for financial support. You should do something.
You get the F out of here. All the times I had conversations with people about drugs, and they say, oh, heroin, you do it. It's like white heaven. It's the best thing on earth. And they said it was the best thing. Did I go and do it? No. I just listened to the experience.
He's 16 years old.
I did the same thing. Doogie, he's not 16. He's over 16 years old.
17?
He's not a 5-year-old kid. We just had a conversation about what I did in the past that he's going through. He didn't have to take it. I just said try it one time, you know.
Oh, my
It's
God.
cool for, listen, if you're around a girl, you could smell. They have hormones. If you're, going head to toe, you could smell the hormones coming out, and you can know if she's in the fertile zone or not.
So he didn't,
I know right away. You'll never forget that.
Can you smell me right now? Can you tell where I'm at in my cycle?
For the past 3 weeks, it smells like you've been ragging. So I don't know if you're in or out. You're a weird story.
You just smell like garlic, bitch. I can't tell. Troy, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Troy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about it. I heard you guys. I'm driving down the freeway on my way to work, and I heard you guys talking about AIDS being a cure for AIDS. And I absolutely believe that there's a cure for AIDS and cancer both. I mean,
cancer too.
Well, why would they give us the cure for AIDS and cancer then?
You got to think. I mean, if you look at how much money these pharmaceutical and drug companies are making, I mean, if you look at the stock market, these drug companies and pharmaceutical companies are pulling in billions of dollars every year.
Don't you think they would make more if one of them had the cure for cancer? People would pay anything for that. Don't you think they would make more money with the cure?
I don't know. I don't think they'd make as much as they are making with the drugs and everything that people are using. I mean, you have to think about the drugs, the pain. I mean, they had my dad right before he passed away. They had him on so many different kinds of drugs, and these different nursing care centers that I go to. I work through hospice. I work for a company that goes through hospice, and I see so many medications coming in and out of these homes. People are taking medication. I mean, they're raking serious cash.
If they cure you, it's done. You don't keep paying money. But if you're on this cocktail for life, you're paying your entire life for it. So that's why they don't come out with the cure unless you have the money, unless you're in the media, unless you're Magic Johnson.
Well, why would they cure you if you're in the media? That doesn't make any sense.
This place is making a lot of money. And that's what I say. I mean, it influences a lot of people.
Jack, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Jack.
Hi, it's CLY.
Yo, Arbe, what's up?
Not much. I've been listening to you guys for years. I want to say this is the dumbest thing I have ever heard Dieter say. I mean, my best friend was pre-med, about to be a doctor, until he decided to have Dieter's mentality, and now he is working 2 dead-end jobs just to pay to keep a rugrat taken care of that he never wanted in the first place. You know what? I don't blame just Dieter for this. You know who else I blame? I blame the religious, don't teach your kids anything about sex attitude of the family for this. You know why I've been able to, live that kind of, go out to the bar, hook up with a chick lifestyle and not have kids and not make these kind of mistakes and not get diseases? Because my parents taught me what condoms were and they taught me how to use it. Because all this abstinence-only stuff, it really just keeps kids in the dark. And, if you forbid a kid to do something, they just don't want to do it twice as much.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sarah Palin thing with how religious they are and, abstinence only. They won't teach about sex ed. She doesn't want to teach about condom use. And then her own daughter gets knocked up at the age of 17. So and
she'll say children are a blessing or this, that, or the other. But what people don't really understand about Sarah Palin, this woman is the governor of Alaska. Even if she loses this, which, she may or may not, even if she loses it, she is not hurting for money. She is not, her daughter is not going to be the single mother out on her own working 2.5 jobs, doing God knows what to keep her kids fed. You know, people can't really look at that and say, well, Sarah Palin's daughter did it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And on top of Dieter himself, if he likes the lifestyle that he leads, if he likes being able to go to the bar when he wants, if he likes being able to go watch a football game when he wants, if he has a kid, that grinds to a halt.
Not if you bring the kid.
I don't think you can bring the kid to the bar, Dieter. I know my mom was telling me, he was talking about single parents. My mom had me when she was 17 years old. And she told me yesterday, I said, Mom, how long were you in labor with me? And she goes, oh, I was only in labor for like an hour or something.
Really?
I go, really? That's quick. She goes, yeah. She goes, actually, it was about 10 days early. You weren't due for another 10 days. I went to the hospital because I wasn't feeling well. I didn't know that I was in labor. I went in there and I said, look, I'm not feeling well. I like have some, like cramps or something, and they did a pelvic exam. They go, you're 9 centimeters dilated.
Whoa.
And they go, we're wheeling you right back to the delivery room, and then I squirted out. She didn't even know she was in labor.
Wow, 9 centimeters ready to go.
She didn't even know.
Wow.
To her, that was nothing.
That's a pretty big... She's got...
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like, Dieter, this is bad advice. Now your family is upset at this, I guess, advice that you gave to your younger cousin, huh?
Well, they're upset at him, but they're also, because he kind of told this conversation, he kind of spilled the beans because he didn't want to take all the heat.
Right.
Of course, he throws it on me.
Good.
A lot of it's on me now.
Well, it should be on you.
Yeah, it's totally irresponsible to tell kids not to wear rubber, not only for the fact that they can get a girl pregnant, but look at all the STDs. And I think Dieter's the only person that believes that AIDS is curable. Maybe he's not the only person. I guess a lot of people agree with that. But look, even if it is, I wouldn't want to have it. And it doesn't make any sense that, it's just ridiculous that all of his theories about, why people, well, if you're in the media, they give you the cure, like Magic Johnson. That doesn't even make any sense. Why? That doesn't even compute.
Well, then I get it. The listeners know, hey, he had it. He's okay. Then if they get it...
They won't be okay because they're not on the air.
Yeah, right, and then the drug companies make all this money off that. They make a fortune because if somebody hears that and they get it, they have to pay all this money for it.
Wait a second. So...
They should be on these drugs forever then. So you have to pay forever. These cocktails for life,
So that's why they say... So they go to Dieter. Dieter gets AIDS.
Right.
And then you believe that, let's pretend that you got AIDS last night, okay?
Oh,
or
God.
HIV. God. You don't have AIDS yet, but you got AIDS. You were infected with HIV.
God help me.
So you believe then you come on the radio, you go, I have HIV. And then
I stand up.
And then what happens? The government contacts you?
Immediately. Probably get a phone call.
And they say, look, we have the cure.
Yeah, let's meet downtown. Meet somewhere. I'll give you this cocktail.
And they give you the cure.
Right.
You live happily ever after.
Right. I come on there.
Then listeners of the show, for years later, they go, look, Dieter had HIV, AIDS, whatever. He's just fine, just like Magic Johnson.
He's just paying for these drugs, so
it's okay. I don't have to worry about it.
Right. As long as I could pay like he did.
So then they go and they get AIDS. They don't get the cure, though.
No.
And they have to pay all this money to the drug companies, then.
Yeah.
And that's who the drug companies are all behind this.
They make a fortune off that.
Wow, that makes clear sense
Oh,
to
yeah.
me.
That's
God bless you.
perfect.
Rover's Morning Glory. Sniper rifles are for noobs, kid.
A lot of people commenting on that video at roverradio.com. They really like the part of the lap dance with Jeffrey there.
Can I talk about something else that's big online right now?
Sure.
Rover, you're into web stuff, right? You're a big web guy, the internet.
Yeah, if I had to give up television or the internet, I would give up television in 2 seconds.
I would pick... I'd give up the internet first, I think.
Me too.
Over TV.
But I don't get it.
What about Gmail? You use Gmail, Rover?
Not really. I have a... Well...
You have an account, don't you?
I do have a Gmail account that I use for like if I sign up for something, you know, or if I register at a website or whatever, and they have to send you like, hey, you know, we're going to send you an email. You have to click on this link to confirm, whatever. I have a Gmail account that just sort of, that I use for all that, just sort of catches everything, and I can pop in there, but I don't really communicate with anyone through that account.
But you still have a Gmail account. So
Yes, I do. Yes.
This is going to affect you. This is what I'm going to talk about. Here's what I'm getting at. Google Buzz. Look this up, Google Buzz. I don't know if you've heard of this, but I just saw this on my friend's phone, and I can't believe what's going on. You know what I'm talking about, Google Buzz? It's hitting...
Yeah, it's brand new. It just launched a couple of days ago. It's basically, it's like... I haven't used it at all, so I don't know what you're going to say, but it's kind of like Twitter, but it's Google's version of Twitter.
Shows like a Google map. I saw on my buddy's phone. There was like a balloon from whoever tweeted or twittered, and it showed the guy's address that left the post.
Well, yeah, you can do that, I guess. You can, you know, so for instance, you can look at a map on Google Maps, and it will overlay where people are tweeting, even though it's not Twitter, but, you know, we'll just call it tweeting for this, on this Google Buzz. And it will show, like, where people are tweeting from on this map, and it will have, like, address. In fact...
Are you kidding?
You know how dangerous that is?
You're home, so if
right,
you're
whatever you
posting...
Say, right, you Twitter, right, Deuce?
Yeah.
So it would show your address if you're using this Buzz, this Google Buzz.
But Twitter doesn't do that, right? This is just Google Buzz.
Grover?
Right. I mean...
As of right now, but... I don't think it could come to that. So say you disagree with what somebody posted. You know where this guy is. You know where to find him.
You could probably turn that off. I'm guessing by design. I'm thinking. You know, I'm looking, for instance. You know, I have it on my iPhone. I haven't played with this, but
I'll do it.
I just loaded it up right this second. And I can see, wow, that is, I mean, I can see people who are near here who are tweeting stuff. Yes, for instance.
Is there like a little balloon? If you like hover over it, it'll say the person's address?
I'm not looking at the map right now. I'm looking at, it's a list. I'm looking at Meryl Williams, which is a girl, did a message, horribly bored at a work conference. Someone text or call me, please.
Gee.
5800 Rockside Woods Boulevard, Independence.
Oh,
that's right here. You know where she's at, what she's saying.
You know, here's a guy. It's 6531 Cochrane Road in Solon.
How do you have it on your iPhone?
I don't know. Well, it's just in your iPhone. I have the Google application. So it has like this built in there and everything. So
is that the G on the phone? Mm-hmm. Google, and then what do? You go
Buzz.
to.
And I'm looking at. Let me see here. Yeah, now I'm looking at the map, and I can see people. Let me look here. I can see people.
Guys, that's dangerous.
Leaving these messages.
I know.
How did you hear? Your friend showed this to you?
Yeah, on his phone, but. All over the internet now, people are starting to talk about it. It hit this weekend about this Google Buzz. I never heard of it until this weekend. My friend brought it up, but the tie-in here, I think everybody has such a desire to be famous now. Everybody wants to be known. Everybody wants to be talked about. That we're almost ratting ourselves out. Not just Google Buzz, but don't forget about MySpace, Facebook, YouTube videos. You want to be famous, right? Everybody wants attention on them. That we're ratting ourselves out. That the government wants to watch us. They want to know everything about us. They want to put surveillance on us. But they can't do that. People would revolt, be upset about it. But we're doing it ourselves. In 10 years, the government's going to know every single thing we're doing 24 hours a day from all these applications we have.
Well, not if people don't do it. I mean, look,
what are you talking about?
You're stupid if you do this. And basically what I guess people are doing, they're probably using this from, you know, I got an instant message. Someone says you can put a fake address if you want on Google Buzz. Yeah, but this is tied in with your phone, which is using the GPS, and I think you have to explicitly allow it to use your GPS coordinates, but obviously many people are. I was just looking at it. You know, here's a guy that said, I'm over at my parents' house, and it has the address. I mean, who would want would I want that information given out? I mean, anyone can find information, I suppose. If you want to dig deep enough, you can find out where my parents live. You can find out where I live. You know, you can find out any of this. But you have to sort of go out of your way to find that. This is broadcasting it for anyone. I think that's ludicrous. So I'm with you. I guess I don't know what the government has to do with all of that exactly.
Surveillance, Rover. They're going to find out everything about us. That's the one thing I'm trying to prevent. I don't want them knowing what I do all the time.
But it's not the government. People are actually allowing. They're saying, "Oh yeah, I think this is a good idea to tweet from work or use Google Buzz from work with my work address and say, God, I'm in a meeting right now that sucks. It's so boring." That's dumb. Right. I don't know who does that. That's them doing that. Doogie, do you want it? You want that? You want to put out your work address and talk about how bad your job sucks, and now it's on the internet forever? And so your boss goes and looks at this and says, "Hey, so here you are bad-mouthing. If you don't like it, why don't you, get your stuff, get the hell out of here?" That's what I would say if I was the boss. Get out of here. You're fired. I mean, this is just dumb.
She doesn't know that the address is out there, probably, right? Like that girl that just buzzed.
Well, yeah, maybe they know, maybe they don't know. But why is it all of a sudden we're like conditioned now to talk about ourselves 24/7? Why are we always talking about ourselves and showing like videos of ourselves on YouTube, twittering what we're doing every minute of the day? We're on Facebook, on MySpace. Why?
You're the most arrogant, self-centered person I know.
What does that have to do about me? What does that have to do about me?
That's my whole point. I would think that you would want everybody to know what you're doing because you're so arrogant and you think
but
you're
awesome. Do it, dumb. You're so stupid. You're the one on MySpace 24/7 and twittering all the time.
I haven't been on MySpace in a year.
Okay, but what about the twittering and the Facebook? There's a reason behind it. No, you're conditioned to talk about yourselves so the government knows about you. They know about your family, what you do for work, what your likes are, your dislikes.
I don't know how you're conditioned. I think people just have a need to have a need for attention. They're craving attention.
Why is it right now? Why is it right now? Why are we conditioned?
Why is it right now?
Well, it wasn't like this 10 years ago. I don't remember having all these applications. Now it's like
they didn't exist yet. They weren't invented yet.
But why is it just right now all of a sudden there's so many different things you can do and there's so many ways you can talk about yourself. Why?
So because on Saturday night I was at PetSmart with my dog and my mom. That means that I want attention?
Yeah, why tell people that? Why tell where you were at, who you were with?
I didn't say I was at PetSmart, but I was out grooming my... But to me, and I think all three of us, me, Charlie, and Dom...
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just...
I noticed that Charlie... I see him because if you go to roverradio.com and on the front page, if you go to people's profiles, if you go to our profiles, it will sort of... I don't really use Twitter much, but it will show you... And anyone can set this up. If you go into the applications on roverradio.com, you can set up that it will show your latest tweets on your profile on roverradio.com. But Charlie and Doogie and Dom and Dieter, I've never seen a tweet from you and me. If we happen to tweet, it shows up on the front page of the website. I noticed that Charlie is tweeting. Here's his MO. I think he's trying to hook up with chicks because he is always tweeting where he is. Like,
but I like that.
I'm at Pug Mahoney's right now. Like, why at 11:30 on a Saturday night would you want people to know I'm at Pug Mahoney's? Whatever the hell that is.
I don't know. I'm at the bar, and anybody that's around the area might be like, "Oh, that's a bar that I go to. That's cool."
Here's what it is. It's so that people come in, buy Charlie a free drink.
Oh,
nobody's buying me drinks.
And if there's a chick around, he's hoping that any chick who may have seen his picture and think
that's what
wrongly
you do.
that he's cute.
That's what you do, Robert. Maybe that's your.
Do you see me? Hey, I'm at Arby's right now.
Maybe that's your plan.
Have you ever seen that?
I don't know what your plan is, but obviously you've got some sick thing.
If that's my plan, I better start, tweeting more like you.
I don't know what you're up to. I'm with my girlfriend at the time. You think I'm trying to pick up chicks by tweeting with my girlfriend?
Or at the very least, you're trying to impress her and have people come and recognize you or something.
You think she's impressed by me? You think I'm trying to impress her? No, I don't have to.
That'll look good.
Be with you, but
that'll look good in her eyes if people come up and go, "Hey, Charlie, we're a big fan." She's like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend."
Scott in Rochester, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Scott.
Hey, what's up, Rover?
Hey, man, you tell me.
For once, hey, man, I've got to totally agree with Dieter about what he said, except for it's not the government so much as it is the private sector. We're willingly giving up our privacy
for these little allowances. It's something I heard about on an NPR talk show, actually.
Why? Yeah. Why do you think it's the government, Dieter? I don't see how it has anything to do with the government.
Because they want to know about us. They want to know exactly what we're doing. If we're terrorism acts, if we're going to be endangering the environment, politicians.
Okay, they may want to know that, but they're not forcing. They're not sitting there with a gun to our head going, hey, you need to tweet your parents' address or whatever.
They couldn't do that, and they can't intrude our lives. We'd be upset about that. So how can they do it so we voluntarily give it out to them? How can they do that? Do you know that answer?
What's the question?
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what the question is.
Okay. I'm trying to make this so everybody can understand it, because I know I'm speaking on a different level. I'm speaking with a lot of jargon here. They're training us to tell them everything about ourselves so they know every single step we're doing. And in 10 years, we won't be able to do anything without them knowing. When we walk out the door, they'll know what we're doing. How, Rover?
They have cameras. So they watch us anyway.
Well, but they don't have cameras like here in this building, Doogie. So you have to go above that. Now you got to start using your brain. Are there cameras in this room? No. But what is in this building and what's all over this country right now is Wi-Fi. You know what Wi-Fi is? There's Wi-Fi all over. They're at airports. They're at Starbucks and McDonald's. It's right here in this building. You don't feel it, but Wi-Fi is right here. There's Wi-Fi signals being sent out to make us, condition us to let this out, to let all this information out to the government.
Wait a second. Hang
Rover,
on.
it's groundbreaking research.
Wait. Okay, so there are Wi-Fi signals all over. I get
they're
that.
all over. Oh, they're right here. You feel them?
I don't feel them.
Right.
No, I don't feel them.
Because you did. You go, hey,
but I know
what is
because
that?
on my iPhone, I can pick up, 5 different Wi-Fi networks right now.
In my apartment, I can do that. Wherever I go, I can't get away from Wi-Fi.
In my home, I can do that. Yeah, I mean, my neighbors.
Right, my neighbors.
I have Wi-Fi myself, but even if I turn it off, my neighbors have it.
Exactly. In my car, it's everywhere. You cannot get away from Wi-Fi. That's why we're conditioned now to let all this information out about ourselves.
But Wi-Fi is just wireless internet. How are they conditioning you through Wi-Fi to divulge information about yourself?
Look, Wi-Fi is the same wavelengths as your brain. It's the same exact frequency as
Where did you get
brain
that
waves.
from? What are you? I mean,
I'm not making this stuff up.
No, I think you are, because what do you mean it's the same wavelength as our brain? I mean,
I looked into this. It's groundbreaking research. University of Lisbon. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Portugal. Or Spain, one of the two. It's University of Lisbon. I don't know which one it is. They came out and said
it's in a foreign country.
Right. It was a Spanish study or Portugal study. They translated it to English, but they said it's Wi-Fi. That's why, especially our country, and it's even all over the world, but I'm talking about right here, and even especially in this building, Wi-Fi is just all over. We can't get away from it. So what can you do? I mean, I can put aluminum foil all over my apartment, which I've started doing. You know how expensive that is? And I don't know if that's actually stopping it or it's attracting these Wi-Fi signals. I don't know if it's a big tower I'm setting up in my apartment now. Do I have to line my car in aluminum foil? Do I got to put an aluminum foil hat on? I don't even know what to do now. It's just
Wait. I
don't know how to combat this.
Wait. Well, I thought it was Project Bluebeam that they were using to control us. Now it's Wi-Fi. Or is Wi-Fi a part of Project Bluebeam?
That I can't tell you. I don't know. I think it's part of it, but I don't know what to do. And think about Google Buzz. Google starts with a G. What does that G come from? Government. Gmail. G. Government. It's all government. Government is behind everything. I don't know how to.
Wi-Fi is W.
Yeah, but all right. I contacted Jesse Ventura. He has that conspiracy show to see if he can start doing this. He hasn't come back to me yet, but hopefully he will. I'm just trying to let people know. I'm trying to start this snowball effect,
So wait a second.
And W, if you want to go Wi-Fi, West Wing is government. So there's your W. So
what about Twitter?
Get off
George
my ass.
W. Bush?
Get off my ass.
Did he come up with Wi-Fi?
There you go. It could be right there. I just know Google is run by the government. They don't say it is, but it is. Gmail, government.
Google's a company, though. It's not owned by the government.
Exactly.
Do
you understand what I'm saying here? I'm just saying this. Look into Google Buzz. If you're on a computer today, look up Google Buzz. I just think that there's a reason behind it, Rover, why everybody has Facebook. I can't name one person that doesn't have Facebook now. My freaking parents have Facebook now.
Aww.
I don't have Facebook. Once I know my parents have it, I go, something's wrong. They would never do that technology stuff, and they're on it now? That's out of control.
So you think, and just so I get this straight, you believe
the government is sending out signals in Wi-Fi. So this is built into, like, everything that has Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
Anything that transmits Wi-Fi, such as your phone, Wi-Fi routers, anything.
Yep. Anywhere you go.
Laptop computers, anything that transmits any sort of Wi-Fi signal is synced to the human brain.
That's right. Same frequency.
I'm just trying to keep up here.
It's like 1100 gigahertz.
And okay,
don't quote me on that, but that's what I read.
Dieter, isn't this the exact plot of Batman 3 with the Riddler? Didn't he have something where you watch TV and your brainwaves sync? Are you sure you didn't mix those two up?
I've never even seen that. Who even played the Riddler? I never even seen. I saw the first
Jim Carrey.
Batman's. No, this isn't a movie, man.
This is the same
real.
What you're talking about is the same thing. If you watch TV and Batman 3, your brainwave and everything you learned would go to the government, and then so that the Riddler would learn everything about everybody. This is what you're believing in.
In 10 years, that's going to become reality, Charlie. That's what's going to happen.
Well, he's not transmitting. His brain isn't transmitting to the TV. What's happening?
It's not TV, Charlie. This is Wi-Fi.
Okay. According to his theory, what's happening is that his brain is receiving the Wi-Fi. And tell me if I'm wrong about this. Your brain is receiving the Wi-Fi signal, which is synced to your brain.
That's right.
That is sending some sort of... You're not then communicating back with the government.
No, of course not. That'd be weird.
What?
That'd be strange.
What the Wi-Fi signal sync to your brain is saying is divulge information.
Everything you possibly can about what you're doing every minute of the day. Who you're dating, what your likes are, dislikes, where you're at, where you shop at. What you put your money into?
Okay, then why aren't you doing it?
Exactly.
What are you doing different?
Because I'm catching on to this. You don't think I want to get onto this?
How does your brain reject the Wi-Fi, though? I mean, if the Wi-Fi synced to your brain, they may be telling you stuff. Maybe you're the one getting these signals.
Well, one, I'm starting with the aluminum foil, but two, I spend most of my time in a gym. What is the gym surrounded by? Iron weights, iron plates. That's actually protecting me, so I'm not getting as much of this temptation as you guys are.
Are you sure that's not all that iron isn't acting like a big Wi-Fi antenna?
No, because I'm avoiding it. I have the temptation, but I have real strong willpower. Again, the W.
Sarah, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Sarah.
Hey, Rover. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to say I think it's really, really, really great that you are allowing someone that doesn't have the greatest mental capabilities on your show. And, I just think that's great, but he's starting to embarrass himself.
How?
And I think we all know who we're talking about here.
Why bring up Jeffrey? He's a new intern.
I think she's talking about you, Dieter.
Yeah, yep.
It's outlandish. I mean, this is like one of those things. What's that radio show that they have on in the middle of the night where they talk about aliens or stuff?
Coast to Coast.
Right. This sounds like something they would have on Coast to Coast, Dieter.
For 4 hours straight.
Right.
Right. That show gets great ratings. Everybody knows that show. You said Coast to Coast. Everybody knows that show.
Who's the host of it?
Okay. Starts with an A.
No. Well, it used to be Art Bell, but it's not anymore. Jim in Columbus, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Jim.
Hey there. For a second, I was agreeing with Dieter.
Thank you.
But, yeah, I'm not sure. Was he talking about brainwaves and Wi-Fi getting together? Was he a moron?
What do you mean?
I mean, your phone gets Wi-Fi.
Right.
If you're somewhere where your phone can pick up, and that's what everybody's about all these smartphones. And quite frankly, you're findable anywhere.
You hear the Wi-Fi cutting in?
Right, his phone was cutting out. So the government...
They're not going to let this guy speak if he knows what he's talking about.
Interfered with his Wi-Fi. Anthony, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Anthony.
Hey, what's going on, Rover?
Hey, man, what's up, bud?
Google doesn't mean government, by the way. Let's just clarify that.
Okay.
I mean, Dieter, you're insane. So, this Google Buzz thing. Picture you're on a blind date. This is for the females. You're on a blind date with some guy that you don't like. You text him, your friends, I hate this date. He finds out that you buzzed that comment, and then he goes and looks for you and just tracks down your name and finds out every point you are. Because what it does is it goes with GPS, and it actually finds out where you are from that location. It doesn't actually use your address. It uses the location from where you're actually buzzing from. So if you're on
Well, it will translate. I'm looking at it right now. I just loaded it up while you've been on the phone. I'm looking at it right now. And I mean,
be careful.
I think it's translating your GPS coordinates to an address, I believe.
Exactly. But it actually, when you set it up, you default your home address because, if you're home, it'll probably use a different blimp or a different type of bullet point to state where you are. But if you're where you're at a date with somebody or you're out cruising around and you see somebody, you just kind of just follow where they are and just happen to see you have a laptop with you and you find out where they are. You're pretty much, this is set up for failure. This is not going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I agree with you that you don't want everyone to know this information. In fact, I just loaded Google Buzz up right now.
Rover, but it can say your address right now then, right?
Well, no, I don't know. I haven't posted anything, but Matthew Reykjavik says, what the F, Dieter is mental at 5161 Canal Road. So
I can find this guy after the show today. I'll go to 5169 and see if you're going to send it to my face, Jeremy.
I have to take a quick break. You didn't get any of that right. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.
I found this new video site. I forget what it was. I bookmarked it, though, Dieter. I'll have to forward it to you.
What is it, man? I might already look at it.
I'm sure you probably have it already.
There's a couple I try to look at it every day.
This one is, insane, though. You know how, sometimes you'll go to some of the sites and it will have... I'd say maybe 1 out of every 20 videos is something really effed up. This one, everything effed up.
Really?
Pretty much every single one effed up video.
Oh.
What do you mean effed up?
Oh.
Stuff you normally don't see on the other sites.
Stuff like, people run over by a bus.
Oh, that's great.
People getting their asses whooped like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I love seeing that.
There was just...
That's my favorite thing to watch is usually someone a guy getting his ass kicked. You're like, God, that guy's so stupid. What was he doing in that situation?
See, I disagree with you where a good ass kick video isn't bad when it's two guys and they're going at it and you know that they're going at it, they're fighting over something and one guy gets his ass kicked. Okay, that's fine because you knew that the guy was... they had agreed to fight and they were fighting, but a lot of these videos that I'm seeing on the internet now are just... one huge guy beating the ass of some helpless guy. But you don't
know the backstory. If that kid was mouthing off to the big guy, or that this one guy, these two guys hit his girlfriend. We were talking about it, and this guy went and he beat these two guys' ass for hitting his girlfriend. Stuff like that. Or if it's I don't know, it's just that sense, because I can relate to it, that sense of power you have right before you're going into a fight. You know you're going to win.
You don't think that... I'm watching this, and some of the stuff they're doing to kids in there, kids are ridiculing other kids and teasing them and pouring urine over their head and cutting their hair and smacking them in the face and things like that. It's amazing to me. And I was watching some other stuff too, some guy in Asia got executed, whatever.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. They shot him.
Oh, shot.
They shot him because he was part of some rebel group, and then I guess he did something. Maybe he helped the government or whatever, and they shot him. And it's just
it's justified. Then.
It's amazing what people will do to each other. It really is amazing how sick and twisted people can be to each other.
It's always been like that.
No, I know, but now you see it, and all those videos of the people being beheaded over in Iraq and stuff. This site had one of those. I hadn't seen that one. I watched it. They cut off the guy's head and put it on his chest.
Oh. When that came out, though, everybody watched it. You watched it, did you?
I know I did.
It's sick.
It's brutal.
People always like violence. Sex and violence will always sell. That's why, what are the most popular videos? The fighting ones. It's always the fighting ones. Guy getting his ass kicked. That's what I like to see. I know gives me the most pleasure.
You don't feel that gives you pleasure watching someone get their ass kicked? You don't think... See, when I see that stuff, unless the guy's being a complete jackass and gets his ass kicked, then that's justified.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like people getting their ass kicked for just no reason.
Yeah.
I'll see stuff. I saw a video yesterday, just a guy walked up to a dude randomly on the street.
Oh, I don't like
the guy's
those.
just standing there, and they just boom. punched this guy, knocked him out, completely limp, head hits the sidewalk, and then the guy who did it walked away laughing.
And they had it all on film.
Yeah.
Did the guy kick him first, though? That video?
No.
Oh, a video you haven't seen.
No, I've seen that one. I've seen a bunch of them before. But I know it's that.
Isn't that mean?
No, I know. There's times where it's like me and a couple buddies about to fight one dude, and just that sense of power right before. I've actually got an erection before a fight because that sense of power is about to come.
That's so disgusting.
Because you know it's going to happen. That's a man. That's the closest you come to nature is right there. That fight or flee. You're about to fight. You
get an erection when you're about ready to fight someone. When you and your buddies are about ready to and this is you and 5 of your buddies or something getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
What? Another 5 guys or one guy?
That moment was one. Because there's guaranteed no way anybody was going to get hurt but that dude.
What did that guy do to deserve it? That's so mean.
No, I threw a newspaper. He was delivering a newspaper like then at my buddy's house.
So the guy threw a newspaper, or you threw a newspaper?
No, he did.
Oh, he threw the newspaper, and then someone goes, "Well, that landed on that hit my door or something." Of course, throwing a newspaper doesn't do any damage, as we all know.
But most of my friends don't have houses, so it was like the first one of my friends to have a house. So it's a big deal. We kind of try to protect it. Well, this guy didn't. And
So he threw the newspaper, hit the front door or something?
No, it was the aluminum siding. Mm-hmm. But it didn't, the way it hit, and these things are, dude, when you have coupons and stuff in there, people are like, oh, it's light. No,
yeah, it's like throwing a brick at a house.
You got a bunch of rubber bands. Dude, it dented. It was hard to see, but it made a mark.
So then you guys go out, and there's this poor the paper delivery kid.
I'm not saying who he was.
And so then you guys, how many of you were there? You and your friends?
It's a couple.
So there's you plus 2 other people. That's 3 people total.
And more.
4. So 4 people total.
Yeah.
And then you guys decide you're going to beat this dude's ass, and it's not just your buddy who owns the house, it's you and 3 other guys. So all 4 of you gang up and beat this guy's ass?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But my buddy...
and before you do this, as you guys you're probably yelling at the guy, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to kick your ass.
Oh, yeah.
And in the middle of this, you get an erection?
Because his eyes lit up like he's like, oh, yet. Oh,
turns you
this
on?
isn't good. That feeling
that sexually turns you on?
That it's switched. Right there. You know you have the power. Right there. Yeah.
Can you fight when you're like that?
You have to alter your stance.
That is so disgusting. I mean, that it shows you what.
Get out. You've never been in a fight before, and when you hit somebody and it's that perfect hit, you feel that crack, you feel like his jaw tweak, and you feel it. You're like, oh my god, that sense of power. You want to do it again. You want to keep hitting again. It's the perfect hit.
That provides you sexual satisfaction, huh?
Not the full onset.
Got it.
Climax.
Yes,
but
damn
you
close.
Sprout. Travis, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Travis.
Good morning there, Rover. How you doing?
Good morning. What's happening?
I just want to make sure I heard this right. Did he say that he gets an erection before he fights?
Yes. Yes.
Puppet gets an erection before he fights. Oh, my God. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard. You get a stiffy before you fight, Meat Puppet.
The sense of power. Now listen to me. Don't.
What do you want to do? You want to rape the guy?
Oh, boy.
You are definitely a homo. I'm sorry. You are definitely a butt pirate.
He's twisting. You're twisting my words now. The whole thing is this sense of power, knowing this guy's gonna get his ass kicked and he can't do anything about it, and knowing you're in complete control. That's gonna turn you on.
No, it doesn't turn me on. Hitting another guy. I'm sorry. I'm not a little.
Because you're always the guy getting his ass kicked. That's why you're always the one that's shivering in his boots, quivering.
Come down there and knock you out, you meat puppet.
Go! Come down anytime you want to meet up, buddy. Anytime. I'll come to your work anytime you want. I know you work at home. Hey, give me your address. I'll come right after the show.
Anytime.
Right. Then leave your address. Say your address right now.
Red Rocket. That's all I got to say.
So you're gonna go and drive over to this guy's house. Would you have an erection the entire time you're driving out there, dear?
No, but he's in the fetal position on the ground that I'm stomping his face in. I will.
That's the other thing that I've noticed about these videos.
Oh, cut this guy.
mind. I can't help that.
That's the other thing I noticed about these videos that I was watching online last night is that not only do they just beat the guy's ass, but then they stomp on the guy's face. I saw. Have you seen the one?
Terrible.
The one, it wasn't as bad as some of the other ones, but I can just remember this one was that there was like some Swedish skinhead guy. Did you see that? He beat some dude's ass. Like he knocks the guy out, and then he starts like stomping on his head. And
Really?
With his knee? I saw this guy with his knee.
And then he spreads the guy's legs and kicks him in the balls. Like the guy's passed out, and he makes him spread eagle, and then just kicks him in the balls while the guy's passed out.
How can you watch that? I mean, that's so brutal. Why would you want to watch that?
Why is it posted?
Because it's
People
almost
will
like you go,
watch it.
how could people do this to? It's mind-boggling. Kate, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Rover.
Hey.
You know what? I just wanted to tell Dieter I think he's way too good to be like jumping somebody with like 4 other dudes. Because he's like huge. He doesn't need anybody else's help. So it's just like it was really weird to hear that. And actually it brings up a question about something I heard a couple of years ago about how Dieter got into this one fight with this like redhead a couple of years ago at a bar.
And what happened?
Well, that was my brother-in-law, so it was just like hilarious when I first heard it, and then when I realized it was my brother-in-law, it was even more funny because the attitudes.
Well, ask if it was me, because I don't remember a redhead getting hit at a bar.
He was, I don't know, like he would have been with 2 other like really fat dudes. I don't. It was like.
And what did Dieter do to him? What, Dieter just picked on the guy because Dieter didn't like him, which Dieter is notorious for.
You know what? I don't know the whole story. All I heard like on the radio from you guys was talking about how they got into a fight. Like I don't even know if any like punches were thrown or anything. That's what I heard on the radio, and then. Like a week later, my sister started dating him, and then that's when I like put 2 and 2 because he was talking about it. And I'm just like, wait a minute, that was Dieter.
That was Dieter. You got your ass whooped by, huh?
It was just really weird.
Well, good thing. Hey, he's lucky he didn't get his eye poked out with the erection Dieter had at the time when they were fighting in the bar. But
Come
on. Yeah, it's
true friends always have each other's back. That's the thing. And if my buddy gets upset, it's like a light switch. I get upset too. It's just, you know, like twins. If a twin like burns his hand, the next twin also feels the burn in his hand.
There are reports that,
Yeah, it's the same thing with like my friends were really close. If one person gets mad, it's automatically we all become agitated or in bad moods.
Tim, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Rover. I was commenting to Dumb about what he was talking about sprouting some wood. That is rape. And I like Dieter, but I think he is a butt pirate.
Get out of here. Well, you don't rape the guys after you beat their ass, do you? You don't anally molest them.
Get the hell out of here. No. I'm just...
The excitement of beating somebody up, rape is not a sexual act. It's a violent act.
Oh, wow.
It's a power act. That's what that's what all the literature says about it. So him getting excited about beating the crap out of somebody is no different than an attack of a rape. It's a power over a woman. It's a power over
a situation.
The difference is
he beat the crap out
there's
of.
no penetration at all.
Do you, Dieter, when you watch those videos online and you watch some guy, you know, the worst to me is like kids when it's like 15-year-old kids.
Come on.
And there's like one kid who's obviously a dork getting picked on, and there's like 8 kids beating his ass and doing stuff to him. I mean, that's terrible. You actually think that that's great, though.
You weren't in that situation as a kid? I remember being picked on like that and being the one that picked on the kid. I mean, I can relate to both sides.
But you don't feel bad for that kid who's not only going through that, but now has that video posted on the internet?
No,
you went through that. It wasn't posted on the internet.
But I have those memories like it was yesterday. And I turned out fine from it. You have to go through it.
You're not fine.
You really have to.
You're not.
I'll take crap from anybody.
Oh.
I mean, it's just,
Jeez.
Chad, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Chad.
Rover, yo!
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, nothing, man. Hey, you were talking about how disgusted you were that Dieter gets an erection sometimes during fighting?
Yes.
Hey, you got to remember, this is the same guy that likes to stick his sack between his legs and have chicks punch him right there until it hurts.
Yeah, well, that's true.
That will be my new workout porn video, too.
Speed bagging, as he calls it.
Oh, try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Al, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Al.
Yeah, Rover, yo!
Yo!
Hey, instead of people calling me do the yo to Rover, instead of doing the yo to Dieter,
got that?
Just do homo now.
You got that? That wasn't bad. If it came out good, it might have worked, but you stuttered too much.
Dieter, can I ask you a question? I know you're a big MMA fan, and you're a big UFC fan. When you watch those fights...
I watch them all the time.
Do you get an erection while you're watching those fights?
A really good fight? I get turned on.
That is so gay!
Listen.
That is so
That is bad.
gay!
That's bad,
A
honey.
good fight's a good fight. If a guy doesn't get pumped up watching a fight.
You don't think that
and
it's...
the blood's pumping. Anytime I get adrenaline going, doesn't matter what it is. With a girl, I get excited. It goes hand in hand.
Working out, you pop a Woody?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is known as saying this quote, and I can't say it fully, but it's the same feeling as climaxing. Every time he works out, it's a climax to him. He's like, I climax with a girl at night. I climax in the gym. He's like, 24/7, I climax. That's exactly what it's about. To actually understand what it is, to get adrenaline going, it's like climaxing all the time.
But dude, when you're watching two sweaty guys fight each other on UFC,
see, that's
and
how
you
you
get an
see
erection,
it.
that's so
That's
gross.
how you see it. I'm seeing
That's
overpower. Keep saying what you want. I'll throw you down right now and see who gets excited.
You!
I'm punching your nose,
you!
as I'm punching your nose and your jaw's breaking, your teeth are popping out. I'll get an erection then too.
Oh, you're gonna hurt your fist.
It's the power of just taking over a man. Everybody's, I'm equal, I have a gun. But when it comes raw power like it used to be, muscle on muscle, I'm going to overpower your ass. Anybody.
Rover's Morning Glory.